How's everybody doing today? This is Cory Lee's, and we're definitely back with another banger, man. I wish I could have went a little longer last night, man. Things happen. New day, new panel, everything new. CALI ENGMA, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today, man?
Man, this was sitting in traffic. I just watched two cars get completely destroyed in a car accident.
Oh shit, are you good?
I'm good, man. It had nothing to do with me.
Oh shit, I ain't know what the hell was going on, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm
I'm
like,
just watching.
damn. So yeah, man. So you sitting in traffic? You good though?
Nah, I'm past it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Where
That was
you at
ugly.
in Cali?
Yeah, I'm in California right now,
I mean,
bro.
where you at on like the turnpike or?
Nah, man. I'm sitting on 237. Excuse me,
Oh,
238.
okay.
Excuse me, 238. Excuse me.
What is it? 5 o'clock traffic?
Nah, man. It's just 205, right? Ain't not much traffic. But it's 238 going into 580 from 880.
Oh, okay, man. No problem, man.
So you
So
got
how's
880,
everybody?
238, then you got 580. So again?
Oh, damn. Oh, okay, man. You got it. You got it
Yeah,
all, man.
then I gotta switch to 680. So then I'll be good after that.
580, 680, 780. Fuck it, man.
No, 880, 238 to 580 to 680.
Oh shit, man. What's going on to Perfection? How you doing today, man? Boxing is me, back with another banger. You know it. Bracy one, Cory Lee salute. Weed degree. What's up, man? Bracy one says drive safe, Cali.
I'm
Joe
good.
Johnson
It's traffic
says
clear now.
Joe Johnson says, well, Cory Lee and CALI ENGMA. Povetkin if he beats Joshua, man, oh man. Yeah, man, like the title says, man. We got
Joshua gonna beat the brakes off Povetkin, bro.
Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Povetkin is now live. It's going live. I mean, it's going down in Wembley. September 22nd. It's on. Wow, man. You know, Joshua is definitely the favorite. I don't know about heavy favorite, but he is the favorite. I did a semi breakdown on it a little earlier today, and I dropped the video. CALI ENGMA, what's your assessment on this fight right now so far?
Hey, but you know, I see this. I don't see this. I mean, I see Povetkin having moments, but to me, Povetkin too slow, man. You know what I mean? The only chance I gave Povetkin is if the fight was in Russia. It's in the UK. I think that Joshua is going to end up washing Povetkin, in my opinion. That's why I see it happening. I think Povetkin at home is another animal. He's a beast at home. On the road, I just like Joshua. I think Joshua's lost enough weight. He's clearly, paying attention to his stamina problems. I don't know if he came off the juice or not. I know a lot of people say that. I don't know. I can't say that. I've never heard anything about him being on it. So. No, Povetkin, the one who asked for VADA testing. So I'm assuming he's not on anything. He requested it. Povetkin's the one who requested it. Isn't that irony? Isn't that irony? So ironic, man. Irony is best. Povetkin is the one who requested VADA testing.
Oh shit!
That sounds fake, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like fake news?
God, yo.
Does that sound like fake news or what, man? Am I crazy? That sound like fake news?
What the fuck? What's going on?
That sounds like fake news. Yeah.
That's crazy, CALI. Are you sure he asked for it?
I'm positive, bro. I'm positive.
Wow,
I know.
Man. Whose drugs are the
best? Hey, hell's frozen over, huh?
Oh my God, man! That's bad when a Russian and a former 5-time cheat asked for drug testing. 7 to 8-time cheat asked for a drug test.
He's like, you juicing. I know, don't worry about it. You must got some better stuff than I do.
Yeah,
he's like, he's like, listen, let me tell you about this mother.
Oh my God,
Anthony Joshua, that guy, he has better, better steroids than I do. much better
Wow,
steroids than
man.
I do. You know, we're gonna make sure that guy gets tested. You know, you want to make sure you go for the testing. Yeah.
I can't believe this shit, man. Well, Larissa Johnson, what's
I know.
going
When
on,
I saw it,
man?
I thought it was unreal. I
Daniel
thought it was
Johnson, what's
unreal,
up?
bro.
You thought it
Everybody
was
stand
unreal?
up. Yeah, when I first saw it, but then it's real. It's real, and they're doing vital testing, so it's real, man.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like Alexander Povetkin is a little worried about whatever Anthony Joshua's on. He's asking for random drug testing for this bout, man. He's never asked for random drug testing in any of his bouts ever.
It's the first time for everything, right?
Oh my God. When Alexander Povetkin starts asking for drug testing, Houston, we have a problem.
And that type of stuff makes you think like, is he really on something? I mean, good lord. I mean, Alexander Povetkin asked him. I thought Alexander Povetkin was like, no testing perfect. We got better steroids than you got over there. And AJ like, shit. I can't believe it either, man. But you know, they're both doing vital testing.
Smash that like button on the way in, guys. You said who?
Yeah, Anthony Joshua has gotten a lot smaller.
You think so?
He's getting smaller. He did. He lost weight again.
Come on, man.
I heard he lost about as much as 10 to 15 pounds, man, for real. I saw a picture and he looks smaller, man. He looks much smaller.
Boxing is Me says Povetkin trying to take away AJ juice so he can juice comfortably in Russia and have the upper hand. Oh my God, man. That's crazy, yo. Alexander Povetkin, ladies and gentlemen, has asked for random blood and urine testing.
And they agreed upon it now, so they're doing it. They started doing vital testing about 2 weeks ago.
Man. I can't believe this, guys. I can't believe this, man.
But he started doing it about 2 weeks ago. My guess, if AJ was on the juice, because he's definitely gotten smaller, he's probably doing it to prepare for the Deontay Wilder fight. Because he knows that Wilder's going to come in. Wilder's going to ask not just for random testing, but extensive random testing. That's a lot different. That means you get tested, well, you know, at least 2-3 times a week. Something that's usually what Wilder requests during the build-up to his fights. So a lot of fighters. That's why so many guys get popped. Because Wilder makes sure he pays for it. Wilder pays for the testing to make sure your ass ain't shit. So maybe AJ decided, you know what? Maybe I need to take me some time to get off. I don't know, man. I've never heard of AJ being on anything. I know my boy 7-8 brought it up. I thought at first he was joking, but then you start seeing some of this stuff. He turned down $50 million. Either he's scared or he's juicing. That's the only thing I can think of, man. It's one of those two. So,
but that's what I want to ask everybody. What I want to ask everybody. Do you guys at home, do you guys think that Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua or one or the other are juicing or both are juicing? What do you guys think at home? What do you guys, the fans, what do you guys think at home? Do you guys think that these guys are juicing, or do you guys think that it's just a precautionary measure that Alexander Povetkin is doing? Because, mind you, Alexander Povetkin has been caught cheating 7 times. Anthony Joshua has not been caught cheating yet, but his physique makes you think. That's all a lot of people have said so far. You know, I'm telling you what the rumor is, okay? Almost like a rumor report.
Yeah, I have no idea. To be honest with you, I have no real reason to think that he has been cheating. The $50 million is one. I never even thought about. I always brushed that question to the side until he turned down $50 million. And even then, but $50 million, man. And then after all of this, he gets everything he wants in the contract, and still pushes the fight back. And now he's trying to say that he wants to fight in April. No, you don't, man. We know what the fight is next. You're fighting Dillian White after this fight. So no, I don't buy it. I don't think that he wants either. He's scared or he's cheating. That's the only That's the only reasonable explanation, man. Because I mean, this makes no sense. Who would turn down $50 million? You would come here to America. He was coming to America to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller for way less in Brooklyn, and you were willing to fight Vladimir Klitschko in Las Vegas for way less.
Yeah,
But
way less.
you can't fight Wilder here for way more.
Why,
What?
man?
That
Why?
makes no sense, man. That makes no sense except unless he's scared of cheating or both. And that's the only explanation that I can come up with. The only legitimate explanation, because it makes no sense. Other, can you think it? Does it make any sense to you
I
for
mean,
him
right now,
to pass him out?
my personal opinion about the whole, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight not happening. I think a lot has to do with business. I don't think I think Eddie Hearn was trying to be real firm about having a fight in the UK. And once Deontay Wilder agreed to it, then it kind of threw a rod in the plans because I didn't think that they Eddie Hearn team Joshua, including Eddie Hearn and his team. I didn't think that they were thinking that they were Deontay Wilder was going to counteract their deal, but they did, and they did an awesome job doing it. It was very strategic. Al Heyman and Finkel did an excellent job countering that, and the fight didn't happen, and a lot of fans are not swaying with Eddie Hearn. They're thinking Eddie Hearn is a liar now, because of it, and that what we have in black and white is a lot of contradictions from Eddie Hearn. That's what we have in black and white. I'm being honest. A lot of Anthony Joshua fans said that Deontay Wilder priced himself out for saying that he wants 20, 25 million or whatever. But he offered Anthony Joshua $50 million. $50 million. Anthony Joshua has not made $50 million in one purse ever. So that would have been his biggest purse to date, and I think it would have been a great fight, man. And now that we got the Alexander Povetkin fight, CALI, and the fans that are watching, I truly smash the hell out of that like button right now. Stop what you're doing, smash the like button, and share this on all social media. But right now, we got the Alexander Povetkin fight, and my personal opinion is this is not a foregone conclusion that Anthony Joshua was going to knock out Alexander Povetkin. Mind you, Alexander Povetkin is sole only loss came on the hands of Klitschko, and at the time, Klitschko was on a 12-year reign. The same Klitschko that knocked down Anthony Joshua and gave him his hardest fight to date, And then, Alexander Povetkin, was getting beat up for all 12 rounds, but he didn't quit. I give Alexander Povetkin that. He has heart, and he will give you a full match and his full heart for all 12 rounds. CALI ENGMA, you got anything to rebuttal?
I know. I can see. This is why I don't.
And shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Everybody in the chat, man. Let me read out the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna get to you. Our fella says, UK could be in the pockets of mushroom boxing. What? Boxing is me says, I rewatched the Dillian White fight time to time because they had an actual beef, and it was a good fight. Yes, it was a good fight. Boxing is me. The odd fella, and governments aren't known to lie or corrupt ? Hey, yeah, they are. Larissa Dana says, at We Degree, you must be right, and I'll never know because I would never pay to watch with 90,000 people. Sorry, but I understand what you're saying about the atmosphere. Will Magic, man, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a little while, man. He says, all the roids do is act as a catalyst that enables your body to absorb more protein that it normally can. You still gotta eat loads of protein and carbs and train like a crazy in the gym. And I've seen Anthony Joshua's training regimen. He does eat a lot, man. I seen that I seen one of the videos. It was like a 24/7. They pretty much followed him all day, and all he was doing is training, eating, training, eating, training, eating. So for you to question Anthony Joshua's work ethic, I'm not going to question it. You know, I know he's in the gym working hard. The only knock that we have on Anthony Joshua is that, you know, him and his team did not make the fight, you know, after they said they wanted to fight, after Anthony Joshua said out his own mouth that he would take $50 million and he would fight Deontay Wilder. They offered him $50 million and he did not take the fight. That's the knock I have on Anthony Joshua, not what he does in the ring. I think he's a hell of a fighter, and I think he will be Deontay Wilder's toughest test, you know? My personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. You know, I know Luis Ortiz was a tough test, but that'll be yet to see. You know, I can say 1,000 things, but until the fight happened, we will never know. You guys, you women in the chat, you know, will say a million things. Well, I think Luis Ortiz would be a tougher test than you know, Anthony Joshua will for Deontay Wilder, but we don't know yet. CALI ENGMA, let it rip, my brother.
Hold on, give me 5 seconds. Give me a minute.
Give you a minute. All right. So yeah, man, you know, so we'll never know. You know, we'll never know. You know, but I do know that Anthony Joshua goes hard as shit in the gym. And you know, I know he's there to fight, man. He's a fighter, you know. I don't think any fighter is scared of another fighter, man. My personal opinion, man. I think that they do shit like, you know, say they want a deal, and then when that deal is in front of your face, you say no. You know, or your handlers say no. But I think that was all an Eddie Hearn scheme because if Anthony Joshua were to agree to that $50 million, that means Eddie Hearn would have got cut out of the pot. And we all know Eddie Hearn does not want to get caught out the pot. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, and share this on all social media, you guys. So, you know, I personally feel like that. Daniel Johnson says in the chat, I'm going to roll with being clean until it's proven, but his actions may reflect different. Povetkin asking for the test speaks volumes. Either he sees something or it's trying to prove he's clean himself. Hey, that's true too, man. I definitely agree with you on that one, my brother. And that's what I'm saying, you guys. You know, I'm not like all these other boxing channels. I've been on boxing channels, and they're quick to judge and quick to criticize and quick to, you know, say that boxers are cheating when they've never been, you know, caught from cheating. They've never been caught, you know. Like I was on a channel before, you know, they said Alexander Usyk is cheating because of his stamina. They said he had too much stamina. I'm like, damn, dude, we're getting that low now that we're calling boxers cheaters because of their stamina. I mean, I'm like, damn, dude. But like I said, in black and white, Anthony Joshua has not failed a test that I'm aware of, you know, and as of right now, he's a clean boxer, you know. So until I know otherwise, until the facts are otherwise, then that's when I'll say that he's not a clean boxer. But as of right now, he is a clean boxer. The Odd Fella says, if people complain USADA was in Mayweather's pockets, why is it so hard to comprehend the same for AJ regarding UKAD? Okay, man. Hey, man, you know, it is what it is. Larissa Dana says, at CORYLEE, wow, awesome NP, super unbiased and fair breakdown of Joshua. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, Larissa. Boxing Counter Elite, what's going on, my brother? He said, what's up, my brother Cory? What's up, man? Weed Degree says, true shit, Cory. You already know, man. CALI, you back, man?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Go ahead, my brother.
Let me just say this, man, about AJ. Like I said, I have no reason to believe that AJ was on something for the most part. I just figured he was just scared. And yet boxers can be afraid of other boxers, man. That makes no sense whatsoever for him to decline $50 million that he asked for and then try to pretend like he wants that fight, knowing that he was going to fight Povetkin. As a matter of fact, that 24-hour deadline finally came to an end today when it was announced today, you know, 2.5 weeks after 2.5 weeks after there was a 24-hour deadline for the fight. So to me, that was absolute garbage. I'm just telling you right now that AJ never wanted that fight. And if you read the tea leaves, you just follow with Eddie Hearn, and I've been paying attention to Eddie Hearn enough now to know that Dillian White is the next fight. You know, what you guys say?
You truly think that Dillian White's going to be the next fight for Anthony Joshua?
Yeah,
you don't think Deontay Wilder is?
No, he's not going to make the Deontay Wilder fight. He's not. As a matter of fact, I actually you've been on my on my Instagram. You saw the videos I posted on Instagram where AJ was talking about, oh, you know, so low for it. You know, we like, and then you heard Dillian White talking about that. They just love beating the shit out of each other. No, they want to fight each other over and over again, man. Matter of fact, they both discussed fighting each other 5 to 7 times. That's the plan. And they asked Eddie Hearn earlier this year, who would Anthony Joshua prefer to fight? And he said Dillian White. So that tells you everything you need to know, man. I pay attention to all that shit, man. They tell you what they're gonna do ahead of time, man. I know I've watched them enough to know what they're gonna do. Now there's gonna be Eddie Hearn defenders are gonna sit there, ignore all that evidence, and still say that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder when he does it. If he wanted to fight Deontay Wilder so bad, how come he didn't want Wilder getting into the ring after the Parker fight? Remember that? Remember he was talking about, I would prefer not. Basically, talked about, basically threatened a restraining order over there. And then Eddie Hearn, before that, Eddie Hearn said,
yo, that restraining order was crazy, yo. That restraining order was crazy. Smash that like button, you guys. We got CALI ENGMA, CORYLEEBOXING, 5 p.m. rush hour. We're on it, man. CALI ENGMA, let it rip.
Yeah, remember Eddie Hearn had said, man, that before all of that, he said, oh, of course, Joshua wants to fight. Why? He loves the build-up and, you know, and all the machination, everything that goes into the fight. And then after that, like literally the next day, Joshua came out and said, you know, I don't like the build-up and all the craziness leading up to the fight. And then Eddie Hearn the next day changes for his everything. Oh, you know, Anthony Joshua doesn't like the build-up. Like you just said 2 days ago that he did. And then now after the Parker fight, and after Wilder decided he wasn't coming, Joshua, he started coming out, talking happy, talking about, oh yeah, I'm excited about this, what's going on. Oh, I love to fight Wilder. And I'm like, wait a minute, now you want to talk about you want to fight Wilder now that Wilder not coming. Then after that, he had that copy off Dillian White talking about, hey, come on, Wilder, come on. He never wanted that fight. After the fight, though, during the post-fight conference, they asked him, they brushed that question to the side about fighting Deontay Wilder because they don't want to fight him. Matter of fact, Eddie Hearn was talking about last year that the Wilder fight would be in 2019. But check that. Let's check that. Let's go back further than that, where Anthony Joshua said this, quote, I will fight Deontay Wilder when I am the best position to win. All those quotes matter, man. They all matter. He is not going to fight him anytime soon. I don't believe he fight him in 2019 either, man. I don't. Not until he sees cracked out Wilder's armor. No, he needs to see Wilder slow down. Wilder is too dangerous for him right now. Joshua's too flat-footed, too robotic, man, too slow. Wilder is far too athletic for him right now, far too explosive. I mean, his agility and reflexes are far too good for Joshua right now. Joshua has zero head movement, zero upper body movement, man, zero lateral movement. Makes a mistake. Whenever he gets tired, he drops his hands. Whenever he gets tired, he leaves his chin up. His first ideal defense is to block. His 1B. His 1B style of defense is to take a straight line back. To go backwards in a straight line with his chin up in the air, man. I'm telling you, man. He goes flatline that dude, and that's why he don't want to fight, man. And I don't care what I know. A lot of you don't still. All that evidence. If this was anybody else, I don't know. So for you Eddie Hearn fans and AJ fans, if this was anybody else with all of this evidence, no way you would believe him. But only because you love AJ and Eddie Hearn so much, you can accept all of this crap. Because if it was anybody else, you have to just be a man fan. You have to just be a fan of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. Because there's nowhere in the world with that kind of evidence that you would say that it's Wilder who don't want to fight, and instead of AJ and Eddie Hearn. And you guys don't talk about some contract. Who the hell is signed the contract 10 months out? And then it's still a blind contract on top of that. It's still a blind contract. And you're like, we got to fight for you in April. Who the hell signed the contract like that? Who the hell signed the contract like that? I mean, just under 10 months out. Nobody does. So many things that happen from that standpoint. AJ can lose. Wilder can lose. No one's going to watch. No, that fight can lose all kind of luster. So no one's going to sign a fight like that. They're going to be renegotiating.
So you think CALI ENGMA, you think that the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder will lose luster after this Anthony Joshua fight?
No, I said possibly a lot of things can happen from that standpoint. So that's dumb. And then on top of that, y'all's guy, Just to show you how stupid AJ was to turn out a $50 million. Some of you guys who are Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua fans, Eddie Hearn said the fight is only worth $50 million in the UK total. $50 million total. Wilder offered him $50 million guaranteed with 50-50 on the back end. But hey, hold on. Now for all of you thinking that AJ is going to be taken home for $30 million, he's not, because you still got to pay Sky Sports gets their cut. Eddie Hearn gets his cut. Matchroom gets 2 cuts. They get the promotional cut. They get the managerial cut. They get those cuts, right? The venue place, they get their cut. Ticket place gets their cut. There's a lot of people that get that cut, and you still got to pay the boxers, and there's still some other stuff on the side. So AJ is not taking home no $30 million, man. Not for no $50 million. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now, man. That's garbage. That's a lie. So it's dumb. That's stupid, man. Stupid to try to have that fight there, knowing you can make way more in the U.S. But only reason you would do that, why would you? But here's the thing, like I said, that fight ain't coming up anyway. That fight ain't happening in 2019. Watch one of the Dillian White fight.
The Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight is not happening in 2019? That's what you're saying, Cali Enigma?
No, unless Wilder shows some signs of being vulnerable. That's it. If he doesn't, if he goes still blowing away guys, no chance. No chance. No chance.
Yeah, man. I mean, my personal opinion is, man, I think the fight will happen in 2019. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Eddie Hearn is going to get so much backlash from this Povetkin fight. You know how many true fans? Because Dr. Blick told us last night, Cali Enigma, on my live stream, and he lives in the UK. He said, man, a lot of fans are wondering why this Deontay Wilder fight has not been made yet. You know, a lot of true. You think just because they're in the UK, that means every boxing fan, you know, is all about Anthony Joshua? You got fans out there that want a real fight. You know?
No, it ain't about that. You're still paying for them pay-per-views, aren't they? They haven't stopped paying for them pay-per-views because if they really wanted to show that they're tired of watching this crap, all they got to do is not buy the pay-per-view. And they'll respond. They'll give you what you want after you're not watching, after you're no longer giving them money, after you don't show up to the fight. That's how you stop them from doing what they're doing. But as long as you keep going to the fight, and as long as you keep watching, they're going to do what they want to do.
Legendary Topcast says, Cali, with all that being said, if AJ signed tomorrow, Wilder needs to sign that contract.
Hey, who's this guy? This guy must be drunk. Why would you say Wilder needs to sign that contract once again? What I just explained to you? Are you brain dead? Go have some. Please go ahead and have surgery and fix that blood clot in your brain, man. Use your brain for a minute, for real. I said, dude, there's no way in the world. Why would he's going to sign a fight 9 months out, knowing that they've already backed out of promises before, dude? They backed out of promises before. Why would you go sign a contract with a dishonest broker? Why would you sign a contract with a dishonest broker? The guy has lied multiple times. Eddie Hearn's a proven liar. Why would you sign a contract with the guy? You would sign that contract? You would? Hey, matter of fact, I heard a story about a country music group that signed a contract for $3,000 a whole year ahead of time. They're going to perform at this little, I guess, a restaurant or something. Did you know what? That country music group ended up becoming a platinum-selling music group. Ended up went on a tour that made them millions of dollars. Pretty much, they were worth. It really, whenever they went to go play at a venue, they would make a minimum of like $1.5 million.
Wow!
But because they signed a year out, now they're obligated to have to play for that $3,000.
Wow!
So why would you do that? And if you still make it take place in such a short period of time, why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, to be honest with you, man, I just, you know, I truly think that Anthony Joshua, you know, I think that, you know, he's in for a tough test with this, you know, Povetkin fight, man. And I know Deontay Wilder's got to find him a formidable opponent next. You know, Deontay Wilder's not out of the woods neither, man. You know, with Anthony Joshua signed, sealed, and delivered to fight Povetkin, we got to start talking about who could possibly fit in that slot with Deontay Wilder. You know, I personally do not want to see the Dominique Brazil fight. I don't want to see it.
Nah, Wilder's
I don't
talking
want
to
to see
Fury.
it.
Wilder,
I don't
Warren
want
and
to see
Al
that
Heyman
fight.
are talking. Warren and Al Heyman are talking, unfortunately.
I've heard that already, and I was one of the first to make a video, you know, about you know, Tyson Fury being in the WBC rankings. I think that's a clear indication that
that's a
you know,
terrible fight
Tyson
right
Fury.
now.
I think Tyson, but I mean, as of right now, I don't want to see Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder neither. Tyson Fury needs more fights. You know, he's still rusty, man. He's
Hey,
kissing.
man, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. I know you don't believe this,
And he's holding opponents in the ring. I don't want to see that shit right now. I want to see great fights, man.
Cory, that guy ain't gonna ever be the same, man. I know you don't want to believe that, but he's not, man. Them drugs, the high weight, that's already done. It's long-term damage. He had already been out of the ring 3 years. And when George Foreman sat out, he hadn't done a lot of drugs and had, you know, gained so much weight like that. That's different. It's different circumstances, man. He wasn't drinking and doing a ton of drugs or anything of that nature. To me, Tyson Fury is done, man. Now, Wilder can beat him up, but it takes away an option for Joshua, but to me, it's not a formidable foe, in my opinion, man. Just me. I'm keeping it 100.
So what do you want? Who do you want to see Deontay Wilder fight next? If it was up to CALI ENGMA, who does CALI ENGMA want to see next?
Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That's what I would love to see next.
So you want to see Deontay Wilder fight? What's going on, MBT Boxing? And what's going on, everybody in the chat, man? All love, man. Thanks a lot, man. For real, man.
MBT yeah, but Miller don't want that fight. Miller trying to wait for AJ, but Jarrell Big Baby Miller, after you talked all that stuff, bro, that's who Wilder really should fight. He talked about his wife,
man. He talked about his wife.
I know. That's why I would love to see that fight next. That fight's already made. That fight is already made.
And you got to understand, man, when this guy talked about this guy's wife, man. So, you know, when you talk about, people's wives, man, people really, you know, they don't like that. You know, when you're talking about, you know, their wives and shit, man. You know, that's a real big, a thing that's a real big disrespect thing. You know, he said he fucked Deontay Wilder's wife / baby mama. You know, let me say this,
man.
It's ridiculous.
Let me say this to everybody out here. How many of you guys, women, was a virgin when you got with her? I just want to know that. I'm not trying to get personal, but I guarantee you most guys in this chat room, maybe even all guys, women have been with someone else prior to you getting with her. So what did that prove? I don't believe him anyway, but what did that prove anyway? I mean, when he gets with some women, I mean, it's probably like some other dude's already probably had sex with her. So what is it? That makes that other guy a winner? I don't get that whole point, man. What are you getting out of that? Yeah, you don't know what she was doing to me. So what? Some other guy probably did it too before you. And
wow.
I'm just trying to say, man, it's just that whole thing was stupid, man. And it was real low class for him to even try to do something like that.
Who was low class? I would never bring low.
Big Baby Miller, man. You don't bring no one's family, man. This dude got kids and stuff like that. He should have kept it between the two fighters, man. That's if you're gonna disrespect Wilder, but don't disrespect.
Do you feel like Big Baby Miller went over the top and disrespected on another level?
Of course he did. Of course he did, man. He went below the belt, man. That's 100% disrespectful, man, and shameful.
Wow,
and he should feel shameful, but he know he was wrong, which is why he started looking stupid. He came out trying to defend himself after that. He knew he effed up, man. He knew he did. He knew he screwed up. So what he did was a shame, man. A disgrace. He really should be. So I want to see that fight next, and then Dominic Brazil, because Dominic Brazil fight, that's personal too. That dude's a hater, and he definitely deserves to get stomped out too. So yeah, I would like to see them, and then I would like to see him, Brian Jennings and Deontay Wilder. Let's get some domestic fights over here, man.
So you want to see Brian Jennings versus Deontay Wilder?
Yeah.
You really truly want to see that fight, CALI?
Yeah, why not? Let's give some of the American fighters a chance, man. Why don't they deserve a shot?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, man.
I mean, let's think about it. The heavyweight division ain't loaded, man. Let's keep it 100 here. The heavyweight division is not loaded.
You're United Boxing Talk says at CORYLEEBOXING. That's another thing, you guys. If you have any questions for me or CALI Enigma or any other panelists, because I got a couple more people coming on the show right now, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be here shortly. But if you have any questions for anybody, just put at CORYLEEBOXING and I will read it. I will read it out for you guys, man. The fans come first here on this show. I can't speak for any other show, but here at CORYLEEBOXING, you guys come first, man. Just be respectful in the chat. All right. Legendary Boxer, I already see you going ham already. Dude, already on ham. United Boxing Talk says at CORYLEEBOXING. Yeah, he went too far. That's why he changes the tunes. He know he has no defense and Wilder's going to try and kill him. He might die. Wow, man. I mean, wow. Did you hear what he said? CALI, you're back. I appreciate that. You think you heard what United Boxing Talk says?
What'd he say?
He says, at CORYLEEBOXING, he said, yeah, Jarrell Miller went too far. That's why he changes the tunes. He knew he has no defense and Wilder's going to try to kill him. He might die in the ring.
Yeah, I don't care. Jarrell Bigman Miller has a chin. I believe that also comes from the weight. His punch resistance, because of the weight, his punch resistance is heavier. But it's also because he was a kickboxer. So.
But those Deontay Wilder punches are going to be way different than the Demachenko punches.
No. Wilder going to stretch him. He going to get knocked out.
Come on, man.
He going to get knocked out. He going to get knocked out, man. He know it. He talking that stuff. But I'll give Big Baby Miller this. He's never shown signs of being afraid of Deontay Wilder, but he is on some whole shit with this whole the way he's been acting towards Pulev. Okay, you didn't want to go fight Pulev, but he could have fought. Just saying, he could have fought Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz in America.
Hey, legendary boxer, watch your mouth with Larissa, man. Respect all women in this chat, man. You will get bounced quick talking to any woman in my chat like that, dog. You deal with it, motherfucker. You deal with it in timeout. And the next time you come off on any women in this fucking chat room, you will get blocked, dog. Trust and believe that, legendary boxer. We don't play that, man. I don't know what you think this is, man. This ain't no fucking fanboy YouTube channel, man. We talk serious boxing and all that extra shit, man. Chill, man. Like I told you yesterday, have a high IQ boxing chat, man. Can you do that? Is that possible? You know, telling women in the chat to deal with it, dude, you get blocked, man. You're good. You're going to have to deal with it, dog. And you'll never be welcome on this channel again. So watch your mouth, dude. Watch your mouth. Real shit, man. So, yeah, what were you saying about CALI Enigma now?
Oh, man, I just had this idiot come post on my channel, so I got a little update about this guy. It's another moron out of the UK. So, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's a whole bunch of you guys out here who have this mentality. Oh, I just got to say this, too, for some of you guys out of the UK, man. Because I know a lot of you guys are new to the sport, and you fall in love with AJ because you guys are always talking about his body and things of that nature. I got to say this. But I don't understand why you think the heavyweight division is just so loaded with just ranked guys. It's not. The heavyweight division, it's not. There's not a lot of talent there, dude. It really isn't. So we keep talking about Wilder's resume. Joshua's resume is similar.
It's not.
The heavyweight division is so low on talent, man.
I'm so curious to see who Deontay Wilder's gonna face because he said he has something in the works, and he said he got something good in the works, man. So I'm real, excited to see who he's talking about. I really want to see who he's talking about, man.
The guy was talking about Wilder. He put up Wilder's 40 fights. I'm like, dude, ain't none of these guys' resumes. Matter of fact, if you think heavyweight's so good, how don't none of these guys? When you go look at the WBC rankings, the WBA rankings, the IBF, IBO, the WBC rankings, how come all those guys haven't fought each other? That's how you determine rankings, in my opinion. None of those guys are fighting each other. Hey, so how can you decide who's better than which other guy? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. To me, most of those guys are the same. They're low in skill. Let me just go there. Because pretty much all of the heavyweight division, outside of Luis Ortiz, is low in skill. All of them.
You think so?
I know so. I know so. Who do you look at as really skilled outside of Luis Ortiz in the heavyweight division?
I mean, really, really, really skilled. I mean, I think, Luis Ortiz, it's hard to compare a guy with Luis Ortiz because he's at the top. He's one of the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? But like I said, you got you got other heavyweights out here, you know, as well, man, you know, that are skilled as well. You know, I truly think that you know, I think Tony Bellew will get stretched, but I think he has pretty good skill for the heavyweight division, man. But when he starts mixing it up with these big, but when he starts mixing it up with these big boys, like I think Bellew versus White would be a great fight. And I
agree.
You know, I mean, but I feel like there's levels to this shit. There's fucking Anthony Joshua, Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, and it drops big time after that.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, this is why Wilder.
A lot of that like button and subscribe, you guys. Welcome Derek Williams, Jimmy J. Smooth, Original Bruno, Larissa Dana, Beverly Rose, the Odd Fella, Centino's Boxing, Eyeball. Salute to everybody in the chat. United Boxing Talk, and if I missed you, I still love you. But go ahead, Callie, nigga.
No, I'm just saying. Here's the thing.
MPT Boxing too. That's my boy.
So I'm saying. So when it comes to the heavyweight division, like I said, it's really low on skill. There isn't a high skill level set there. I mean, what makes Deontay Wilder so difficult to deal with, if in the simple fact he is awkward, he does have some skill. He has a really good jab, and he has a pretty nice left hook, straight right hand. But his skill set, he doesn't have to be that skilled, because the first thing, he's faster than most of the fighters. He's more athletic than most of the fighters. And he's awkward on top of that. He has the most devastating one-punch knockout power. And because of that, that's good. That puts him over the rest of those guys. Now, I would go, Joseph Parker does have some skill. He has some skill, Joseph Parker. But most of his skill is on the defensive side, because he doesn't know how to counter. Joseph Parker doesn't know how to counter much. So
I think Joseph Parker's really good. But I don't think Joseph Parker's, you know, I don't think his performance, you know, it's hard to judge his performance against Anthony Joshua because the referee was so fucking bad.
No, the referee was bad, but if you saw him, he was defensively prepared.
Every time Joseph Parker got in on Anthony Joshua, it was a breakup, man. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
no,
really?
he was defensively prepared, but my problem was you can't just score. You can't win rounds by not punching, and that's why he lost the fight to me, because he didn't really throw a lot of punches, man. I thought he hurt Joshua 3 times in the fight, but I thought Joshua did more, and I thought Joshua won the fight, and because Joshua actually threw punches, and Parker really didn't do anything.
So you truly think he did? You think he did really good though?
No, I don't think he did really good. I don't think either one of them did really good. That fight was trash. but Parker showed me some things from a defensive standpoint. He showed me some skills there. And like when he would tuck his forearm underneath his chin, I was like, and he was literally prepared for that uppercut every time. And I thought that frustrated Joshua. Joshua really wanted to land his patented uppercut. He couldn't because Parker kept taking it away. So that showed me some skill set. But other than that, man, these dudes, man, Luis Ortiz is miles apart to the rest of the heavyweight division when it comes to skills. It ain't even close. None of these dudes are even in the same atmosphere or galaxy as Luis Ortiz when it comes to skill, man. And that's why Dillian White started crying when he was ordered to fight him, and he did everything he could to get out of that fight, even though he called him old, 1,000-year-old man, all that type of stuff. You called him all of that, and then it was time for you to fight, and you couldn't wait to get out of that fight. You were smiling when they made that Parker fight. He was smiling from cheek to cheek. He was smiling so hard. I never seen Dillian White smile so hard in my life. Man, he was ecstatic. He was like, "Woo, man, I don't have to fight that dude, man. That dude would have knocked me out." He knew he would have got knocked out, so that's why he didn't want to fight. That's why he didn't want to fight, man. But you know what? Like I said, man, at the end of the day, the heavyweight division, it is what it is. It hasn't been skilled really since the 80s and the late 90s. That was the last when they actually had some skilled fighters. But the heavyweight division now is skilled less outside of Luis Ortiz. And then, like I said, Deontay Wilder has gotten better. He's with improvements. But a lot of his stuff comes from just gifts, man. This dude is just athletically gifted, man. And if he would have started earlier, there's no telling what kind of a fighter he'd be, man. I'm serious when I say this about Wilder. If Emmanuel Stewart would have got this guy, you know, from like 13, 14 years old, you know, imagine what kind of a fighter that Deontay Wilder would be right now. For real. And he's doing this at the starting at age 19 and with 12 amateur fights. So, I'm just saying that, man. At the end of the day, like y'all said, if AJ wanted Wilder, like you guys think AJ, so AJ's not that skilled, man. He really isn't. I know a lot of y'all don't believe it, but he really isn't that skilled. And I'm not being funny when I say that. He's not that skilled of a fighter. He's a base cop, man. But I know, but a lot of people don't want to believe this. They keep talking about like, okay, name his skill sets. When I ask them to do that, most of them can't break it down. He's not that skilled. He has some skills. He has some technical skill sets that are decent. Nothing great. He does nothing great. None of these guys do anything great outside of Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is the only guy who stands out from a technical standpoint. The rest of these dudes do not. And I'm just telling you, if they were in any other weight division with this skill set, they would be on low level status. I know you hate that BUM word. They would be considered low tier fighters, man. Low tier fighters would be in any other weight division, man. They would be considered low tier fighters. That's why when Usyk comes up, he's going to be the second most skilled heavyweight. When he comes up, he's going to be the second most skilled heavyweight. Usyk. Alexander Usyk will be the second most skilled heavyweight when he eventually moves up to heavyweight. That's a fact, man. Already. When he hasn't even fought in the heavyweight division, but just the thought of him being there, I'm putting him number 2 already from a skill set standpoint. Don't mean he's going to be the best, but from a skill standpoint, who's going to be better than him outside of Luis Ortiz?
Yeah.
So you mean,
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
I'm upset. Can you name anybody more skilled than Alexander Usyk outside of Luis Ortiz right now at the heavyweight division?
No. That's why I said, like, for people when they say that I'm crazy for saying that I think Alexander Usyk would do good at heavyweight. Why do you think I'm crazy? There's Anthony Joshua, there's Deontay Wilder, and then there's Manuel Charr.
He blew away Manuel Charr, man. He beat the Manuel Charr easily.
That's what I'm saying. But Manuel Charr's a champion. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you gotta be a realist when you talk boxing with me or anybody on my panel. You know what I mean?
I favor Gassiev over a lot of these guys, man. For real. I favor Gassiev over these dudes. He said he's gonna move up too. They're saying he's moving up too. Both fighters. Both fighters moving up after this.
At cruiserweight, I've been said that. I've said that this was Usyk's last fight at cruiserweight, right after he beat Breedis. You know what I mean? I said that. That was months ago. I said it. I was one of the first channels to ever say that Usyk was moving up because I looked at his Instagram and he said something on his timeline about it, but it erased after 24 hours, so nobody caught it.
Usyk sit down some more of his punches though, man. He needs to when he go up to heavyweight, he got to sit down on the shots. He can't do some of the stuff he was doing at cruiserweight and not pay a price for it. No, even though these guys aren't skilled, the punch power is a heck of a lot different from cruiserweight to heavyweight. It's vast. It really is. And he's really gonna have to sit down on the shots.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Tell CALI to say Putty Patrol. I don't know what he's talking about. But Derek Williams says, listen, Derek Williams has a good point, CALI. He says, let's say Alexander Povetkin fails another drug test. Then Eddie Hearn's plans dismantled. Plus, they trying to sell this September.
Nah, he already got another fighter, man. Y'all don't think he get fixed. And I look, man.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm gonna have my issues with Hearn. Hey, I'm gonna have my issues with Hearn, but I guarantee you that he already has a backup plan. You gotta believe he already got a backup plan for this, man.
Smash that like button, you guys. Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure he knows Povetkin is a risk, so I'm pretty sure he already has another fighter, waiting just in case this fight falls through. There will be somebody else ready to go. It's not hard to find another fight on a. All the time. There's already some fighter already training. He can always bring somebody else in, man, at the last minute. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. If Alexander Povetkin was to fail, they find somebody else. I'm not even concerned about that. I already know that they would have somebody else, and I don't think that fight would be scrapped. They'd already have a fighter ready to go. Because I'm pretty sure there's somebody training, and they already told somebody. You just haven't been told. Stay ready, just in case it fails a test, man. I'm telling you. So they already got somebody else up right now because the fight ain't even until September. So they probably got a couple options right now, not just one.
Think so?
They probably at least got two guys. Yeah, I know.
What's
so, man.
World-breaking fight?
I know. So
what's going on?
That's what you do. That's what you do when you want to keep a date. Eddie Hearn don't want to lose that money. He got that money. They got that money, man. The hell, he not stupid. There's gonna be a fight on that day, no matter what. Even if Eddie Hearn got a feeling himself, it's gonna be a fight. There's going to be a fight, man.
So you think they're gonna have a backup plan?
Oh, I know he has a backup plan.
So you already know they're gonna have a backup plan for the Alexander Povetkin fight, because let's be honest, Alexander Povetkin was supposed to fight Bermane Stiverne. He actually failed the drug test for that fight. He was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. And these are guys that flew to Russia to fight this guy. Yes, Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight champion of the world, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world since 2015. I think it was 2016 or early 2017. Deontay Wilder flew to Russia to fight Alexander Povetkin, and he failed the drug test, you guys. Yes. The same fighter that's fighting Anthony Joshua failed the drug test, you guys. You know, so it's one of those type. What's going on, Alex Santos? What's up, my brother? You know, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I'm gonna be off for about 10 minutes. All right.
All right, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, man. I'll hold it down. So yeah, man, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, you guys. You know, for this type of situation to go down, man. I mean, because you got to understand, man, you know, Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin, you guys, he's a 7-time cheat. A 7-time cheat, you guys. Okay? He's a 7-time cheat. So who's to say he won't fail or he won't, you know, fail this drug test, you know, for this Anthony Joshua fight, man? I mean, you got to understand, man. He's one of those type of boxers, man, where he's gotta be tested 24/7. And I find it very ironic that he wants random blood and urine tests. He asked for it, you guys. You know, Alexander Povetkin asked for random blood and urine testing, you guys, for this heavyweight bout. He asked for it. Wow, man, it's crazy. I know it's crazy, man, but it's crazy. Larissa Dana says, at CORYLEEBOXING, Guy, your chat is litty. Going so fast, I can hardly keep up. Thank you guys, man. Centino's Boxing at CORYLEE. What did you just say? Alexander Povetkin asked for random blood and urine testing, you guys. He asked for it. No, it was not Anthony Joshua that asked for the random blood and urine testing. It was Alexander Povetkin, the 7-time cheat. He asked for it this time, you guys. Wow. It's crazy, man, you know, but hey, man. Hey, Mr. Boxing Today, man, I got some time right now. If you want a link, what's your email address, my brother? I would love to have you on, man. We're talking heavyweight boxing for a little while, and I got a little bit of time to burn, man. What's your email address, Mr. Boxing Today? Put your email address on there, and I'll send you one if you got a little bit of time, man. But yeah, man, Alexander Povetkin, man, he's one of those type of versatile fighters, man. You know, he went the distance with Klitschko, and you know, I watched that fight. You know, I watched that fight at least 5 times, man. You know, the Klitschko versus Povetkin fight. That was a hell of a fight. You know, I truly think that Povetkin showed he had a lot of heart, because he was not going to win that fight, man. He was not going to win that fight. Klitschko kept a lot of range in that fight, man. You know, Klitschko caught a lot of range in that fight. You know what I mean? And, you know, I truly feel like, you know, Anthony Joshua, the way he's going to win this fight, he's got to keep range. You know, he's got to keep range in this fight. You know, I think that Anthony Joshua's, if he's going to win this fight against Alexander Povetkin, he's got to keep it on the outside. You know, he's got to keep it on the outside. My personal opinion, you guys, you know, because Povetkin's a really good and sneaky fighter on the inside, you guys. I mean, look, he knocked out he knocked out David Price on the inside, man. And David Price actually stunned and almost knocked out Alexander Povetkin in that fight, you guys. CALI. You good? CALI. Oh, all right, he back muted again. All right, so yeah, but yeah, man, it's one of those type of situations, you guys, where Hey, look, man, you know, my personal opinion about the whole situation. Okay, hold on. Derek Williams says, I think Wilder should pay Joseph Parker step-aside money to fight Dillian White on short notice. If Wilder looks impressive, automatically puts pressure on Team Wilder. I mean, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that though, man. I don't think they're gonna do that. Jose Mondragon, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today, buddy? Man, we got everybody up in here today, man. Larissa Dana says Povetkin requesting a drug screen. Actually, though, that is smart because after the fight, no one can say that he was dirty. After 7 dirties, that makes sense. I mean, goddamn, dude, you failed 7 times. You failed 7 times. And this 8th time, the 8th time didn't happen, but the 8th, pretty much the 8th time, he wants a random blood in urine test. I don't know if that's saying that Anthony Joshua was on some high, powerful shit and that Alexander Povetkin knows secretly, or either he's just trying to be cautious. You know what I mean? He's like, well, whatever it is, if Anthony Joshua is taking something, I'm just going to be safe. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not trying to get hit. You know what I mean? Because my personal opinion is I think I know that Alexander Povetkin was on something when he fought Mike Perez, man. You could just tell, man, when your body changes at that level of weight that drastically, you're taking something, you guys. When it goes from flubber to cut up, diced up, you know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest, you guys. In some of these fights, Alexander Povetkin went from having a flubber pack, to having a 6-pack at that weight. He's short, stocky, and he loves to fight in the inside, you guys. So you got to watch out for that, you guys. You really, truly do. Let me see what the chat is talking about. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. All love, man. I really appreciate that, man. For real, man. Truly do, man. Oh, man. You guys are moving fast. MBT Boxing says, shame on you. If you fail once, shame on me. If you fail twice, fuck my life. You failed 7 times. Hey, that's what's going on, though, man. The guy failed 7 times, man. And I mean, I'm not going to try to be stagnant on that, man. But, hey, man, I feel like once a cheat, always a cheat. And, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, But, in other news, I really feel like Alexander Povetkin, I feel like he's got a great, he's got a great list of fighters that he fought. He's got tall guys, he's got short guys, he's got rangy guys. So everything leading up to Alexander Povetkin's resume, leading up to this point, it shows that he's ready for this fight. If Alexander ain't ready for this fight, he'll never be ready for this Anthony Joshua fight. There'll be no way, shape, and form that Alexander Povetkin could ever be ready for this fight if he's not ready for this fight right now. I feel like he's in the prime of his career right now. Cheating aside, I just truly want to see what he does. I truly want to see if he's the real deal, if he's the goods, but with that being said, man, I think he has a great chance of upsetting Anthony Joshua, you guys. Vegas odds already have Anthony Joshua a clear favorite in this fight. But, it's not a clear-cut decision in my eyes, you guys. I truly feel like that, man. DJ Ike Nasty, what's going on, my brother? He says, Povetkin will KO Joshua on the quick, cuz. You think so? Hey, man, that's what's up. Bobby Jean says, even if Povetkin wins, he will still be seen as a cheater. That is very true. That is absolutely very true, you guys. That is very, very true. Original Bruno says that because Vladimir didn't duck no one. He faced all the top competition and beat them all besides AJ and Fury. That is very true, Original Bruno. You know, those Klitschko brothers they weren't known for ducking. They fought a lot of mandatories, you guys, you know, and that was the old era. You know, that was the older era of boxing because they came up in the Lennox Lewis era. Lennox Lewis fought everybody in his era, you know. He fought Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Tommy Morrison, you know, David Tua. He fought all the elite heavyweights in his time, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, Lennox Lewis was an elite heavyweight, if not one of the best heavyweights in the world. You know what I mean? And I really, truly feel that these fighters of today could learn a lot from those fighters of then. You know? These fighters of today, you guys, are too quick to be like, oh, we need to sign up for the, you know, we need to sign up for this. You know, I need to make sure he's, you know, he's on this test. I need to make sure, you know, this, you know, I need to make sure this contract looks right before I fight this guy. I want to fight this guy before I fight that guy. I'm like, damn, dude, fight the champion. Isn't it all about, you know, winning the belts? You know what I mean? And I know some people will say, well, you know, later in their career, you know, they need to start, you know, worrying about, you know, their purse bid, the money that they make. But still, man, I want to see the best fight the best, man. Period. Point blank, period, you guys. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. And you know, like this shit, man. Share this shit. Alteza, what's going on? He says money messed up this era. You are 1,000% right about that, my brother. You are 1,000% right about that. The Underrated Darkness says, well, Cory Boxing, just want to show you love. Have got to get ready for the underrated sports show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern every Monday on my channel. Oh, great, man. Every Underrated Darkness has a show at 7 p.m. There you go. You know. Jose Mondragon says, Cory, do you have any info on who the Charlos fighting here in H-Town? Not of yet, man, but you know, I'll look into that today. You know, I'll definitely look into that today, Jose Mondragon. Shout out to Jose Mondragon. Boxing is Me says Vitaly is better just being real. Hey, man, there you go. Daniel Johnson says facts and pointed up to Alteza's comment. Money messed up this era. It did, though, man. It did. Money messed up this era big time, you guys. I truly feel like that, man. I feel like a lot of boxers are being, you know, prima donnas now, man. They're like, you know, they're like, oh, I gotta have this right. I gotta have this right. I want to fight at this location. I mean, Anthony Joshua went as far as to say he has to fight in the UK, even if there's more money in the US. I mean, I'm like, damn, dude. There's more money in the US, and you still want to fight in the UK, man. Like millions more. Not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not a couple of thousands of dollars. Millions. Okay, you guys? There's millions more for Anthony Joshua with Deontay Wilder to fight in the US, you guys. There's millions of there's at least about 25 more million dollars more. There's 25 million reasons why we should have to fight in the US. I'm just being honest, you guys. I'm being honest, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You already know, United Boxing Talk. You already know, man. Weed Degree says all boxing has turned into a business. It did, though. Wanting to remain undefeated no matter what. Mr. Boxing Today says, wanting to remain undefeated no matter what messed up this era. Hey, I don't know if you text me, Mr. Boxing Today, but Mr. Boxing Today, email me if you want to get on at CoryLee'sBoxing at gmail.com. CoryLeeBoxing at gmail.com, okay? And just send me your email. I'll send you over a link and stuff like that if you want to talk boxing, man. And if you haven't, you guys, check out Mr. Boxing Today. He has an awesome channel. Always talking about heavyweights, man. And he's got an awesome channel, man. I really like that guy's channel, man. And shout out to Blood Boxing as well, man. Blood Boxing Returns did some awesome shit on the old school heavyweights, man. I mean, he did some awesome shit, man, on them old school heavyweights, you guys. So, man, that shit was awesome, man. I really enjoyed, you know what I mean, what I looked at, you know what I mean, with those old school heavyweights, you guys. You know, the Mike Tyson era and the Ali era and stuff like that. The Stone Cold says Earl Spence is a hype job. What the fuck? Come on, dude. You know he earned that shit, man. Stone Cold says, doesn't matter. AJ calls the shots, stupid. You think so? Come on, Stone Cold. You starting to be on a troll situation. Come on, man. I mean, you gotta be on, you gotta understand when a guy, but you gotta understand if AJ calls the shots, if he calls the shots, okay, if he calls the shots, does that mean he walks away from 50 million? Does he just walk away from $50 million and just say no when the money's on the table? The money's right there on the table. And he just walked away from $50 million, you guys. $50 million. You know what I mean? Anybody that I know in the sport of boxing, if they were, even if Floyd Mayweather had $50 million in front of him, he would take it. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather, you guys, our generation's boxer, the best boxer of our generation. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I mean? If he had $50 million, I think right now Floyd Mayweather had $50 million right in front of his face right now. I think he'll come out of retirement, you guys. I truly do. I really, truly do, man. What are they talking about? Bobby Jean says, okay, MBT says, just watched Blood's Tony Tubbs video today. That shit is awesome, MBT boxing, man. Real shit, man. I love Blood boxing's you know, old school shit, man. Ronald Finkley, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Bobby Jean says, I think one of the reasons that the fighter is all about the money is because the previous generation of boxers are mostly broke. That is a great point, Bobby Jean. That is a great point. But I think a lot of that had to do with mismanaging money, you know, drug addictions, cocaine, alcoholism. All of that played a factor into the older generation boxers. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like a lot of those 1980 heavyweights and a lot of those 1980 boxers and fighters back in that era, they were addicted to drugs, man. Big time, man. Big time. You know what I mean? Even Sugar Ray Leonard even said that. You know what I mean? He was addicted to that coke, dog. That yayo. That yayo. Mike Tyson was on the yayo. You know what I mean? And it's that generation, dude. I'm being honest. Ronald Finkley says the realest talk at CORYLEEBOXING, man. Thanks so much, Ronald Finkley, man. That really means a lot, man. Daniel Johnson says, you want to know when he will step up? ? I responded with he asked for multiple to 5 fighters and tell me who wanted work. You act like he can force people to fight at We Degree. Or you and We Degree got something going on. Ronald Finkley says, Eddie Hearn coming to beg for this fight. I heard he can't have Wembley unless he gets Dante to sign. Yeah, it's crazy, dog. It is crazy, Ronald Finkley. Yeah, Eddie Hearn is a walking contradiction, you guys. If you haven't heard of, just watch, you know what I mean? You got a lot of channels out here like 78 Sports, Fanon, you know, CALI, ENGMA, World Breaker. You got all these channels out here and Mr. Boxing Today that'll agree with me. Eddie Hearn is a walking contradiction, you guys. I mean, he says one thing and does another. We're like, yo, you just said something else. How you gonna go back on that, man? You know what I mean? Like, he's just a walking contradiction. You got to hear Eddie Hearn talk, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they've made videos now of some of the contradictions that he has done. You know what I mean? So just check that stuff out, you guys. They all got stuff on there, man. Yeah, Joe Gaiman. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're trolling, dude. Boxing is me, salute. You know, so some fucking punching bags. You damn right, we is yeah, so you know, I mean, I truly feel that Alexander Povetkin, you know, could possibly show Anthony Joshua, you know, that I think he'll, if nothing else, I think he'll give him a hard fought 12 rounds. I think that, you know, this fight, if Anthony Joshua does not knock out Alexander Povetkin and Alexander Povetkin does not knock out Anthony Joshua, I think that this fight could possibly go 12 rounds, you guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Alexander Povetkin versus Anthony Joshua could go 12 rounds? Or do you guys think that it'll be a knockout, you know? Because, I mean, you got to understand, man. Alexander Povetkin is no walkover, you guys. He is no walkover. This guy means business. Look at some of his knockouts, man. Look at how he sparked Mike Perez. Look at how he sparked David Price. These are concussive knockouts. These are not just like, you know what I mean? He throws the right hook and then he wobbles and then the ref, you know, shakes it off. These are brutal, head hitting the canvas knockouts. The knockouts we want to see as boxing fans, you guys. So you gotta go watch that shit, man. For real, man. P Money, what's up, man? What's going on? Del Boys Boxing News. What's up, man? How you doing today, brother? He says Povetkin will not be allowed to work inside. The ref will be biased like the Parker and Takam fights. You think, Del Boy? You really do, man? Wow, man. That's a possibility, you guys. That is a strong possibility, you guys. That is a very strong possibility, you guys. You know, because I think right now, you guys, you got to understand, man. We're dealing in the age right now, you guys, where you got a lot of boxers right now that are ducking Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So Anthony Joshua had to find the next best thing. The next best thing for Deontay Wilder is probably a Povetkin. You know, his only loss at the time was when Klitschko was on his 12-year reign of heavyweight dominance. You know, like one of the people in the chat said, the only person that Klitschko lost to in the last 12 years was to Fury by 12-round unanimous decision, and by Anthony Joshua by 11th round, I think it was TKO. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, it's one of those type of situations where, you know, I don't have anything against Anthony Joshua. I just want him to be, you know, if he says he's going to do something, I hold boxers accountability. You know, I hold him accountable. You know what I mean? And I just want him to do it. If you say you're going to do it, do it. You know what I mean? I have nothing against you, and I have nothing against anything Anthony Joshua was doing. I know he trains his ass off. I seen it was like a 24/7 type deal that they had in the UK of Anthony Joshua training, man. He trains, eats, trains, eats, trains, eats. He does that shit like, you know, 2 to 3 times a day, man. Every day in training, man. I seen that shit, man. You know, but when you're training your ass off like that, you gotta let the fans know that you want to fight Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, man. You know what I mean? We know you can train your ass off. We know you're the goods. You know what I mean? But are you the goods fighting Deontay Wilder? You know what I mean? And we will see if he's the goods fighting Alexander Povetkin. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. Alexander Povetkin is no pushover, you guys. Alexander Povetkin is gonna be coming to fight. He's gonna be coming, you know, to knock this guy's head off, man. I'm being honest, man. I don't know how much better I can put this, man. You know what I mean? MBT Boxing says, oh no, the Boxing Is Me says, if this fight is in the UK, the ref and AJ will be on fire that night. Scrutinized footwork and upper body movements. AJ will be able to do work and call timeouts when he wants. That's the crazy thing about it, man. If you guys go rewatch that Joseph Parker fight, man, the referee was in the fucking way, man. I know you guys don't want to hear that shit. I know you guys are like, Cory, what are you talking about? Joseph Parker versus Anthony Joshua, that fucking referee was in the way, dude. I don't care what nobody say, dog. The referee was in the way, man. He was giving breakups when there was no need for a breakup. You know, he was interjecting himself in between breakups that didn't even need to be broke up. You know what I mean? And he was really helping out Anthony Joshua, in my point of view. That's why a lot of you fans are scared, you know, when he fights Povetkin. You know what I mean? In my personal opinion. You know, but moving on to other things, you know, and other boxing news, you guys. You know, there's other fighters out there right now that'll be fighting. You know, you got Jaime Munguia fighting Liam Smith coming up this weekend, you guys. That's coming up this weekend. You got Usyk versus Gassiev coming up this weekend as well. Two great fights coming up this weekend. I think Munguia is really a good fighter, man. I truly do. I think Munguia, you know what I mean? I think he's one of those top-notch fighters, man. CALI Enigma, you back? You there, dog? CALI, you there? CALI Enigma, you back? CALI Enigma's still gone. I think he's at work, you guys. He'll be with us in a minute. But yeah, man, that's CALI Enigma. That's one of CALI Enigma's favorite fighters, you guys. Fuck. The Mexican guy just said, damn, I got brain freeze. Munguia. Jaime Munguia. So yeah, Jaime Munguia is fighting Liam Smith. Liam Smith is a durable fighter from the UK. And he's coming over here, and they're supposed to be fighting in Las Vegas. I think is what I heard. You know what I mean? Alex Santos says Munguia is gonna kill Liam. You think so, bro? Hey, man. El Chapo, what's up, brother? He says Munguia gets murked by Hurd. Hey, that's a possibility, dog. That's a possibility, man. I ain't gonna put that out. I ain't gonna put that out of the realm of possibilities, man. Because you gotta understand, man, these guys are fighting at a high level, man. My personal opinion, man. You got Jamel Charlo, you got Jared Hurd, you know, and then you got Jaime Munguia, you know. All three of those guys are world champions, you guys. You know, Jaime Munguia's got the WBO belt. Jared Hurd's got the IBF WBA belt. And Jamel Charlo's got the WBC belt. See, I knew I was right, man. See, I got your back, you guys. Lowland Prophet says, but Hurd needs a right-hander first. Hey, that's funny as shit, dog. I know what you mean by that, too. That's what he said, too. And he ain't lying either, man. That's what Jared Hurd said. I mean, I guess he said he needs a right-hander first before he fights, you know, any of that top competition, man, or whatever. What else are they talking about? Dale Boy says all the Smith brothers are overrated. Damn, you even think Callum Smith is overrated too? Because Callum Smith is ready to fight George Groves coming up as well, you guys. You got to watch out for that fight as well. That's for the Ali Trophy and the World Series of Boxing. I mean, the World Boxing Super Series tournament. That's going to be coming up as well after the Gassiev fight. But yeah, man, Munguia versus Liam Smith. Liam Smith is the immediate mandatory for the Jaime Munguia fight. And be honest with you guys, the Jaime Munguia fight was almost not going to happen versus Saddam Ali, but Liam Smith injured himself, so they needed a last-minute replacement. And what do you pick? A guy that was gonna fight Triple G. Jaime Munguia was gonna fight Triple G, but his I don't know if his handler said no. I think the commission said no. The commission said no because currently Jaime Munguia was a 154-pounder. He would have had to move up to 160 pounds to fight Gennady Golovkin. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, they said no. The commission said no. You know what I mean? And the very next call was Saddam Ali versus Jaime Munguia. He got the call for a world title. His team jumped on it, and the rest is history, you guys. He completely dismantled Saddam Ali in a 4-round thrashing. Man, wow, man. He was throwing hooks from hell. I mean, it was awesome, man. It was a great fight, man. But Saddam Ali was very, very overmatched, you guys. I think Saddam Ali is best at about 140, at 147 pounds tops, you guys. I don't think he should go any higher than that. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand, Saddam Ali is one of those smaller type of fighters. When he was fighting Jaime Munguia, there was a notable size difference, you guys. I was just looking at these guys' sizes like, wow, man. This guy, Jaime Munguia, looked like he could fight at 168. He looked like he could fight at 168. I was like, wow, man. You know what I mean? He was that big, you guys. Seriously. You know what I mean? You got to go back and watch that fight, you guys. I mean, real shit, you guys. What are they talking about in here? Callum Smith struggled with a 5'10" kickboxer. Hey, MBT Boxing says, anyone in this chat that isn't sub to Del Boys Boxing says, miss out on the chat. Yeah, go sign Del Boys, man. Go check them out, man. Ronald Finkley says, UK people in the comment section share the video. Then maybe you can get some more people that will take your side and argue with you. I don't know. Ronald Finkley's at somebody's neck again. There's nothing new about that. He's always at somebody, dude. I got a sub. Yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, my personal opinion about the whole situation is Jaime Munguia. I think he will beat Liam Smith this weekend. I think that, you know, Liam Smith is a really good fighter. But I think there's levels to this shit, you guys. I really truly do. I think there's levels to this shit. You know, and I think that they should really, I think that this fight will show a lot about Jaime Munguia, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, Liam Smith was he was a champion, you know. This is gonna be well, actually, to be honest with you guys, this is gonna be Jaime Munguia's second world champion that he's fought back to back. You know, Saddam Ali was a world champion as well. He beat Saddam Ali was coming off that great performance against aging Miguel Cotto. So, you know, and then Jaime Munguia came in and just blasted him away, man, like he wasn't shit. You know what I mean? But this is gonna be his second world title fight in a row, man. And I think that I think he'll show that he's there to you know, I think he's gonna show that he's, you know, he's there to do business. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna show everybody that he's the truth. And I think he knocks out Liam Smith, you guys. I truly do. I truly do. I think he knocks out Liam Smith, man. And I think it's gonna be an awesome fight, man. But like I said, I think he knocks him out, man, in devastating fashion. You know what I mean? Because look, man, Liam Smith got beat the fuck up by Canelo Alvarez, man. And a lot of people are saying that Munguia, a lot of hardcore fans are saying that Munguia could possibly beat Canelo. I know that sounds far few in between. I know you guys are like, what? But people are starting to say that now, you guys. People are really starting to say that this Jaime Munguia kid, at the tender age of 21, I think he is. He's one of the youngest champions in the world. You know, it's him and David Benavidez. I think they're like 5 months apart in age. But, you know, he's on the rise, you guys. And a lot of hardcore fans are saying that Canelo Alvarez is going to have to bring his whole lunch and breakfast and possibly dinner to that fight, you guys. It's going to be a hell of a battle, man. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? What are they talking about in the chats? El Chapo says Munguia will have to move up to 155 to fight Canelo Alvarez. Hey, that's a great point, yo. That's a great point. Hey, that's really, really true, though, man. I'm not lying, man. He's not lying about that neither, you guys. He would have to, man. He would definitely have to, man. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Ready. But yeah, man. So, you know, what do you guys think? You guys think it'll be an easy fight for Munguia versus Liam Smith? Do you think it'll be knockout? What round are you guys predicting that Jaime Munguia knocks out Liam Smith, you guys? Everybody in the chat, what round are you guys talking about? Boxing Counter Elite says, Cory, what channel does the World Boxing Super Series come on? I think they're saying the Zone. They're saying the Zone. I think. I'm not sure. They might be talking about the Zone from here on out, or you might be able to check out their YouTube, because I think the Gassiev versus the Tacos fight was on their YouTube channel as well. You know what I mean? It was live on their YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I was running late home and shit. I don't think I did a live on that shit, but I was running late, you know, to get home. You know what I mean? I think these were right before I started my live shows. Before I started going live with a Gassiev versus the Tacos fight. If you guys haven't watched the Gassiev versus the Tacos fight, I suggest all of you guys go watch that fight, man. That was an official banger. It was a 12-round thrashing, man. Gassiev, I mean, well, it was back and forth, but in the 12th round, Gassiev finally knocked out Tacos basically out of the ring, you guys. He knocked him out of the ring, cold cocked him, dude. I mean, it was awesome, man. It was a very, very good fight, man. You know, it was a very good fight. El Chapo says Munguia on points. Del Boy says Munguia KOs Smith in 6 rounds. Lewis Coleman, what's up, Lewis Coleman? You're back. He says Jaime Munguia wins in the 6th round. Oh, okay, man. A lot of people, nobody's giving Liam Smith a chance. Nobody on here, man. Alex Smith says Canelo's division 155. Yeah, it is, dog. That's just me elaborate. Yeah, man. So I mean, you gotta understand that as well, man. What is it? Chen Ross says, Dortacos or Dorticos? I mean, dude, I'm working on it, dude. Sorry if I butchered his name. My bad, man. Evil Green Ranger says Munguia by body shot. Wow, you think so, man? All right, man. I can roll with that. Man. I could definitely roll with that, man. You think it's a body shot's gonna get him out of there, man? Possibly, man. Possibly. I think Canelo hurt Liam Smith by the body. If I'm not mistaken, you guys, I think that was a body shot that put down Liam Smith in the Canelo fight. You know what I mean? Who do you guys think? Let me ask you guys this. You guys. Who do you guys think is more powerful? And smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. And smash the hell out of that like button. If you guys are on here, smash that like button. Share this shit on all social media, man. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, and tell your uncle that you barely talked to about CORYLEEBOXING, man. I really appreciate that shit, man. If you can, man. Let me send this invite to Dr. Blick, man. My boy Dr. Blick wants his invite. I love when my boys come on here, man. Pause. But yeah, man, it's just, it's really I really like talking to you guys, man. You know what I mean? Because you guys are fun to talk to, man. You know what I'm saying? I really can have intelligent boxing conversations with you guys, man. On a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, it don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do like you guys for watching, man. But yeah, man. El Chapo says Cory. Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Ronald Finkley says bang Cory Lee 100%. New boxing talk all day. Yeah, man. I think me, and a couple other channels, man, I think we're going to be the new generation of this YouTube boxing shit, man. I think we're going to be the new generation. I truly do. And I think you're going to have to watch out for us, man, because, we're the young and upcoming channels, man. And I think we put in a lot of work, man. A lot of, me and a lot of these other younger channels, put in a lot of work, man. I've only been putting up boxing content since February of 2018. So I've only been doing this for a couple of months, man. So I truly think that I've been doing pretty good. I think I've gotten pretty relatively far, man. I've met trainers, boxers, from going from nothing, having no subscribers, meeting nobody in this boxing world, and then, having 1,000 subscribers months later, meeting, guys like, the CEO of Showtime Sports, Steven Espinoza, interviewing him, interviewing Jared Hurd, their trainer, Jojo Diaz, Gary Russell Jr., and all the Gary Russell Jr. brothers. I think I did pretty good so far, you guys, but I'm going to try to get to that Danny Garcia and Showtime Sean Porter fight. If you want to donate to the channel, it's at Cory. It's in it. The link will be in the description, you guys, if you want to donate to the channel. It's on PayPal, and I got Venmo, so you can try both of those out, man. But yeah, man, what are you guys talking about? Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford, you guys. Man, this is a tough one, you guys. This is a tough one. Man, this is a big tough one, you guys. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. If I had to pick, you guys, I mean, I got Earl Spence, my number one welterweight right now. You know what I mean? So I figure out what the fuck is going on with Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman's date has gotten pushed back again. I mean, he was supposed to be on for August 4th, you guys, and then they pushed it back again. It was supposed to be in September, then they pushed it back again, man. Keith Thurman is out again, you guys. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy, you guys. I mean, he went from, I feel like, he's holding on, you know, for dear life with that one WBA belt. And Manny Pacquiao just won the WBA regular belt, so he's on his ass with that. Pause. But I mean, you know, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they stripped the Keith Thurman, man, of that WBA belt, man. I'm being honest, man. Because Keith Thurman right now, man, is, you know, he's supposed to be fighting, man, and he's not fighting. It'll be 2 years in March that Keith Thurman has not defended his titles. Come on, man. You know, if there was any other boxer, we'd be giving him hell, man. You know what I mean? We got to hold Keith Thurman accountable, man. Larissa Dana says, you right, Cory Lee, your show is on fire, no doubt. I can't wait to see the interviews that you will do. Thank you so much, Larissa Dana, man. I really, really appreciate that so much. You know what I mean? That means a lot to me. Bobby Schmurda says, how you see Munguia versus Smith going? Well, we just broke that down, but I got Munguia by full stretch destruction. Get your pillows ready, baby, because it's going to be a short night. Night. Oh, man, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, I mean, you know, I think Keith Thurman needs to get back into his world champion form, man. You know, I really think that the welterweight is missing Keith Thurman. But as far as what's up, Dr. Blick? You back, man? How you doing today, Dr. Blick? What's going on, my brother?
Yo, nothing much, man. It's been good, man. It's been good.
Man, we having a little evening show, man. What time is it out there in the UK, man?
It is 11:45.
That's crazy, dog. It's still sunlight out here where I live at, man. It's still daylight, dog. Yeah, daylight's long been gone over there where you're at, huh, Dr. Blick?
Yeah, it's been going for a while, man.
But yeah, man, we've been talking about a bunch of fights, man. Notably, we've been talking about this Munguia versus Liam Smith, but we just finished talking. We're talking about, you know, the Errol Spence Keith Thurman fight. Break down the Errol Spence Keith Thurman fight, and welcome, man. How's your day going, Dr. Blick? Welcome back. You're on back-to-back shows, man. Is it snowing outside? Hey, man, back-to-back shows, man. That's what's up,
it's been good, man. Errol Spence Keith Thurman.
Yeah, man. Let the fans know. Let the fans know where you're from, man. You're from the UK. Let them know.
UK, South London.
Shout out.
That's where I'm from, man. But Errol Spence Keith Thurman. I feel Errol Spence is gonna win by stoppage in that fight.
Hold on. What happened now?
Errol Spence is gonna beat Keith Thurman. This Keith Thurman.
No, I'm saying they're talking about Errol Spence. My bad. They're talking about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford. How do you break that fight down, my brother?
Okay, that's hard now. I can't give a straight answer. I can't.
That shit switch up real fast when you start talking about that, huh?
Yeah, that's a different question. The only issue that Terrence Crawford could have,
that's my boy right there, man.
Terrence Crawford could end up getting caught in exchange because he likes to fight, like full on fight, and against someone that could be physically stronger in Errol Spence, that could be dangerous for him because he could be playing into Errol Spence's hands, because that's gonna become a physical battle rather than more of a strategic and tactical.
Oh shit, yo! Lewis Coleman says Keith Thurman beats Errol Spence. Outboxes Earl, he punches him. You UK guys don't know nothing. Oh shit, he's talking about Dr. Blake. Get him! Get him! Soon as you get on the show, they ask you, dog.
What I'm gonna say is that
since he's on the Keith Thurman train, break down the Keith Thurman Earl Spence. Is he saying Keith Thurman's gonna beat Earl Spence?
Now, all I'm saying is, like, if you look at Keith Thurman, like, and look at what Sean Porter did to him. He went to war with Sean Porter, and Errol Spence is a lot bigger, is a lot rangier, and is a lot, in my opinion, physically stronger than Sean Porter. and he's a better. Sean Porter was catching him with that lazy jab, and not only that, yeah, Sean Porter is not even as good as a body puncher, and he had Keith Thurman bent like a deck, bro. Like he
God damn, there's another person in the chat, man. Boxing is me, part of the Wrench gang. He says Keith Thurman beats Earl Spence as well. There's another one.
Okay. Here's the thing, yeah. I don't think, obviously, Keith Thurman has a chance, man. But like, is this gonna be the same Keith Thurman as we come to know? That's the question. That's what people keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that this Keith Thurman is not as hungry, and regardless how skilled you are, if you're not as hungry and don't have that desire, it don't matter because you can still get your lights knocked out. Hunger matters a lot in boxing. Like hunger matters a lot, and Errol Spence is more hungrier. He's more determined. Keith Thurman, ever since he got those 2 belts, has been on the layback, and he's been off for a while. We don't know how he's gonna be. We don't know how that elbow is gonna hold up. We don't know. We like even hearing him speak, he's not eager to fight Errol Spence. So you guys may believe in him, but does Keith Thurman believe in himself? That's the question that you guys got to answer. Does Keith Thurman believe in himself? That's the question. Because if you don't believe in himself, you guys believing in him means nothing. I don't count him out. If it's you better not duck me, son. Keith Thurman. I pick him to beat Errol Spence.
Oh, but you do? So you're picking Keith Thurman to beat Earl Spence?
If it's the Keith Thurman, you better not duck me, son, Keith Thurman. If it's that Keith Thurman. But dude. I'm going off his words and his actions and the lack of desire to fight Errol Spence. That's what I'm going off.
Oh, so you're going off of that.
If it's you better not duck me, son. It really does depend. Can Errol Spence handle his power? That's what it comes down to. If he can, then obviously it's gonna be a tough fight for Keith Thurman. Even though Keith Thurman does kind of fade after 6 rounds.
So you think so right now, if you had to pick, you're picking a prime Keith Thurman against a prime Earl Spence right now.
I pick Keith Thurman.
You're picking Keith Thurman. Yeah. Why though? Why, man?
Keith Thurman can go through adversity. We don't know what Errol Spence is going to be like. Errol Spence has never been hurt. We've seen Keith Thurman be knocked down and get back up and actually finish the job. He's been in wars. We know what he can do. We know that he can go through these tough times. We know that he can battle through, and we know that he has quicker feet, and he's a lot faster than Errol Spence. He's got a lot of speed.
Wow, the boxing it. What's up, Red? What's up, Regional Thompson? What's going on, my brother? DJ Black Charm Music. What's up, my brother? And everybody else in the chat, man. Evil Green Ranger and everybody else I've named you, man. Thank you so much. Smash the hell out of that like button. We got CALI ENGMA on pause. We got Dr. Blick live from the UK, baby, and CORYLEEBOXING. And Boxing is Me says Keith Thurman's movement is too much for Earl.
No,
Keith hits harder than Spence.
It's not about hitting harder, man. It's about what you do with the hits that you get.
What is it about?
Like if you look at the way, according to Phil LaGreca, yeah, Amir Khan hits harder than Errol Spence. We know that Errol Spence. Phil LaGreca said Amir Khan hits harder than Errol Spence.
Oh my God.
So like it's not about how hard it is, it's about what you do with the power you got, man. He knows how to break people down strategically. He breaks people down in the duration of the fight as the fight goes on.
Who breaks who down?
Errol Spence. That's
what I heard too. I heard
he does that a lot, and that's detriment to the body shots.
Wow.
The body shots slow you down in the later rounds.
Ouch.
When they do fight, Keith Thurman's going to start off strong in the beginning, but the body shots will take an effect the longer the fight goes on. The longer the fight goes on, the better that Errol Spence is going to be, because Errol Spence is a better guy in the stretch, while Keith Thurman is a guy that starts off in the beginning. I know a lot of people are saying Keith Thurman has great movement, but if you know how to work your way out around the ring in terms of positioning your body and all that stuff, which Errol Spence is good at. He's really good at cutting off the ring, and he really knows how to position himself well. Then it doesn't matter how great your movement is, because as long as he knows how to put his body in the right position and actually know how to cut off the ring, then he can still get him. But I don't know that. This is just me. It could go the other way around because Keith Thurman is very fast, man. But let's keep in mind, he hasn't really knocked anyone out since he's been fighting on the back foot.
Who hasn't knocked anybody out?
Keith Thurman, he hasn't knocked anyone out in a while.
Wow,
it's been a while since
man.
he knocked people out.
Well, why are you picking him though?
I'm picking him because the hunger and desire.
But this is the guy you're picking. You're saying he hasn't had a knockout in a while, but you're picking him.
Okay, no. I'm only picking him if it's the same hungry Keith Thurman. You better not duck me, son, Keith Thurman.
Okay.
If it's the one, if it's a different Keith Thurman in terms of his elbow and all the excuses, not really showing eagerness, then I gotta pick Errol Spence. They're both good fighters. The fight is gonna be 50-50 in my eyes. Like if you were to fight both of them at their best, it's 50-50 in my eyes. But every little advantage in terms of person being eager and hungry to fight matters in this fight, man. It matters so much. So if Keith Thurman ain't hungry or ain't up for it, then I don't see him beating Errol Spence, especially him going war with people like Sean Porter. And I feel like Sean Porter gets stopped by Errol Spence.
Who's getting stopped by Errol Spence?
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter will get stopped by Errol Spence?
Yep.
Wow, man. You got the chat going nuts right now. You always do that shit, though, Dr. Blick. DJ Black Charm Music says, Earl's footwork is better than any bouncy fighter at CORYLEEBOXING.
I agree with that.
In order to counter or touch Earl, you have to stop. None will stop because of the body work.
Oh yeah. There's one other thing as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Keith Thurman's got to stay away from the ropes because Errol Spence likes to pin people down against the ropes and start to go work with the body. So don't let Errol Spence go to him. He's got to go to Errol Spence. That's the best advantage because we don't know how Errol Spence fights on the back foot because he's walking people down. He's walking towards them, walking people down. Take him out of his comfort zone. He has to go to him. He can't be dancing around the ring and going back and going on the back foot. He's got to go to him. And when we see Keith Thurman go to people, yeah, that's where he gets his majority of his power, and that's where the knockouts will start showing. KOs for life, bro.
You think so? So I mean,
he's got to go to him.
Yeah, let the fans know, man.
He's got to go straight to him, man. If he goes straight to him, you're gonna see the same hit they did to Danny Garcia when he had his neck fully turned in that fight. Nah, I reckon he's got to go to him if he wants to beat Errol Spence. He can't fight on the back foot. He's got to go to him. We've never seen Errol Spence really fight on the back foot. He's always walking people down. But like, let's see what he can do if he gets pushed up against the ropes and gets pushed into the back foot. Yeah, you got to take him out of his comfort zone. Yeah, it's been easy for Errol. That's my thoughts on that fight, though. But I know a lot of people are gonna have mixed opinions because people still want to believe in Keith Thurman. But does Keith Thurman believe in himself? That's the true question.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying, man. And you gotta understand, man. You got fighters out here that'll say, that Keith Thurman needs a couple tune-ups. Keith Thurman needs this. Keith Thurman needs that. Do you think that Keith Thurman needs a tune-up before he faces Errol Spence or a Errol Spence or like a Danny Garcia or Sean Porter?
100%. 100%. I feel
What's up, bro? Who is this?
Yo, that's your boy, man.
Cali. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah,
I was looking for something else.
He needs a tune-up, man.
Keith Thurman is a Hebrew Israelite now, man.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop spreading that rumor, man. The guy was listening to Hebrew Israelites and everybody started running with it. The Hebrew Israelites, they post up on every corner, and Keith Thurman being a spiritual guy as he is, he's like, oh, they're talking about Jesus? Let me see what they're talking about. They got a microphone and they stand up on every corner.
Yeah, go to Hollywood. If you come down to Hollywood, man, they always talking about. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about this right now.
Everywhere, dude.
You from here? You from America? You not from Africa? You were born here. You the real Native American here. That's where we come from. This is the land right here. This is where you come from. This is what God's done. We the lost.
And I have nothing against the Hebrew Israelites, but I'm just saying, just because Keith Thurman is not just because Keith Thurman was listening to him doesn't mean that they were with him. That's all. That's what I'm saying, chat. I see a couple people.
Joke, man. Don't be taking everything.
People in the chat was saying I'm an Israelite. but yeah, man. So yeah, man, you got people in the chat saying saying that Errol Spence beats Keith Thurman easily.
I wouldn't say easy.
So what do you think, Cali and Enigma, on the Keith Thurman Earl Spence fiasco?
Hell, we may never see it.
So hold on, before you say anything, Cali, before you say anything, Dr. Blick, let him know who you have winning and why. Let Cali know.
Based on the Keith Thurman we got now, I got Errol Spence winning. Because Keith Thurman is going to fight on the back foot, in my opinion. I feel like he's going to fight on the back foot, and Errol Spence is going to try and walk him down. And it's been shown that Keith Thurman don't have power fighting on the back foot, as much power fighting on the back foot as he does on the front foot. And I feel like in order for him to cause Errol Spence problems, he's got to go to Errol Spence, not let Errol Spence go to him. Because Errol Spence has got he's got really good foot positioning. And since he's got that, I feel like that's going to be an advantage for him trying to cut off the ring while Keith Thurman is trying to be bouncy and try and be on his toes and use that speed against him. That's my reasoning.
Wow, so how you feeling about it?
Hey, I can't feel anything in my fucking. I don't know if we're gonna get the fight. Is Keith Thurman gonna come back? That's the question. Because it seems like Keith Thurman feels like he's going to push the date back again. I mean, when is he gonna fight? That's the rumor. It looks like he's getting ready to push the date back again, man.
Yeah,
unbelievable, man. I don't know when Keith Thurman's gonna fight again, and that's my problem, man. I don't know if we're gonna get a fight. I don't know if Keith Thurman can fight anymore. Keith Thurman may actually be done. You know what I mean? There's rumors that he's more injured. There's also rumors he's more injured than what was previously announced. So
for real,
I've heard about that stuff too, man. Yeah.
What else have you heard, man? You're full of rumors, man. What else have you heard?
Man, that's just some of the stuff I heard, man. I've heard that's just what I heard, man. So
you heard Keith Thurman was an Israelite too.
No, I saw the video and stuff. It's a joke, bro.
But yeah, man. So how do you see that fight going down, though, Cali?
Man, I mean,
prime Keith Thurman versus a prime Earl Spence Jr.
Hell, that fight may be at 154 by the time we see it. To be honest with you.
Well, if the fight happens, who you got?
Ooh, man, right now you have to go with Earl Spence Jr. because he's the one fighting. At least he's active. Keith Thurman hasn't fought since last March. March, man. He hasn't fought since March in 2017.
That's crazy.
July. We're going, and he's going scheduled to fight until September. The fight's likely getting ready to get pushed back. So when is he going to fight? He may not fight again until next year. For real, there's a real possibility of that.
That's what they're saying, man. I'm hearing the same thing, man. I'm hearing the same thing.
I don't know if Keith Thurman's gonna eventually lose some because Keith Thurman turns 30 in November. Remember, Keith Thurman turns 30 in November, and he's been inactive. You guys think that Keith Thurman is going to get stripped?
I think he's going to get stripped. You can't be that inactive for that long, and this is a great excuse to promote Manny Pacquiao to that belt.
Yep.
Because Manny Pacquiao is the biggest guy in boxing. Let's be honest.
Pacquiao gonna fight Lomachenko, man. I'm telling you, I don't think Pacquiao cares that much about that belt. It's an accomplishment, but I think he's getting ready to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, man. I don't think he's gonna fight Vasyl Lomachenko in America like Bob Arum was saying. I think they'll find another place outside the United States so he don't have to worry about no taxes.
Let's be honest here. Manny Pacquiao, I know people saying who's a big fight for him. Manny Pacquiao's still a draw, so it don't really matter, man. I still feel like he could sell out places, bro. Like watching that fight, every blow that he threw, people were cheering, bro. I carried them turning around, I carried them running into my front room to check what was happening when I went to go and get something because they made it seem like a lot more was happening.
Did you see the post-fight conference where they were calling for the Mayweather too? I don't want to see that. Two way past the prime fighters going. I don't want to see that shit.
No one wants to see that.
I don't want to see that again.
So how do you feel? So since we got that out of the way, Cali, we also talked about a couple other things too while you've been gone. You've been gone a little while now, man. Tell him Cali got to get that money, man. Tell him Cali got to get money, don't grow on trees. But yeah, man. How do you have that Jaime Munguia fight going down, Cali?
Oh, I got Jaime Munguia whooping on his ass. I got Will Smith. Jaime Munguia gonna tax his ass. I'm telling you right now. That's just false.
Oh my goodness.
He gonna beat the dog. He gonna beat the brakes off of him, man. He gonna dog walk Liam Smith.
Goodness.
Liam Smith sit right there in the pocket to get hit. He has no movement whatsoever. He is tailor-made for Jaime Munguia. I mean, if Liam Smith has some kind, he puts the guard up, he puts a double guard up, and doesn't really move, stand out right in front of me. That's why Canelo beat his ass that way. I mean, his defense, I guess, it's somewhat all right for a guy who don't move, but I mean, at the end of the day, the body's available to hit, and then once you work the body, the upper body, the head is available to hit. So at the end of the day, this is what I see happen. I see him eventually getting broken down and taken out in about 6 or 7 rounds, man.
Wow, man, you got him take. So it goes 7. How many rounds does it go, Dr. Blick? And what have you heard about Liam Smith out there? You being from the UK, do you think Liam Smith has any chance? I mean, what have you heard about Liam Smith out there, Dr. Blick, and the Liam Smith brothers? I mean, in the Smith brothers.
No one really talks about them. Like
really?
Outside the hardcore,
they're from the UK though, right?
Not yet. Yeah, I know, but like outside the hardcore people, no one really talks about them like that.
Wow.
But I do feel that Jaime Munguia is gonna stop him around 7 rounds or maybe earlier.
Hey, on the corner says Jaime Munguia by first-degree murder. Ty Legacy, man, what's up, man? Long time no see, man. This is Ty Legacy. If you guys don't know, man, Ty Legacy is pretty much one of the one of my first live streams that I've ever done. I did one of my first live streams ever with Ty Legacy, man. He's like my first official wrench gang, man. So, man, shout out to Ty Legacy, man. Great to see you back, man. I know work is busy. Life is crazy. I know I do live streams late at night sometimes as well. Nice to see you back, man. Ty Legacy, definitely to be saluted here at CORYLEEBOXING, man. But Ty Legacy says, yeah, Liam could use more upper body movement on the defense, defensive end. Okay. Alex Santos says only column is mainly talked about here in the UK. Is that true, Dr. Blick? That's what Alex Santos says. Only Callum Smith is talked about.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. 100% right. Callum Smith is way more talked about than his brother.
Wow, man. Wow, man. So yeah, man, that's crazy too, Cali, because both Smith brothers have really big fights coming up. You got Liam Smith versus Jaime Munguia, and then you got Callum Smith versus George Groves. You know. But yeah, man. With that being said,
George Groves fight is way bigger than the Munguia one. By far, but like it's not even a contest, man.
It's not even a contest. But yeah, man. That's another thing too, man. And I'm glad we got Dr. Blick here, man. Dr. Blick, me and Callie talked about it before you got here. But what is your take on Anthony Joshua, Alexander Povetkin being announced? What are they talking about in the UK? Does fans really want to see it? Do you really want to see it?
Me, I like heavyweight boxing, so I'm all for it. Even though I would prefer it to be Wilder, and this is pretty much all a part of the plan that Eddie Hearn said. Eddie Hearn did say he's gonna have a press conference. An announcement is gonna happen sometime this week. It's already happened now. We know he's gonna fight Povetkin. And I'm still clueless to see how Povetkin, a guy that's failed drug tests 3 times in a row, fought 2 bums, gets a shot at free bounce. I don't get it. he failed the drugs test, fought 2 bums, gets a shot at free bounce. Makes no sense.
Wow, man.
No sense.
Wow, man. What do you got to say about that, CALI Enigma? Cali's gone again. But yeah, man, Alexander Povetkin is back, Dr. Blick, man, and it's one of those type of situations where, man, he's definitely a steroid freak. He's failed numerous tests, man.
It doesn't matter, man. He ain't winning the fight if it goes decision. he's gonna have to knock out Anthony Joshua, and I feel that's unlikely. Yeah, I feel like that's unlikely. I don't feel like he's gonna beat Anthony Joshua.
There's no way possible he can beat him.
Obviously, it's possible. But I feel like Anthony Joshua is younger, more youthful. And to be fair, we don't know how good Povetkin is now, knowing that he's 38 years old. He hasn't been that active. He hasn't really fought anyone major in a long time. And that could show in the Anthony Joshua fight. I feel like Anthony Joshua's got this. And even if he hasn't got this, he's still got this as long as he don't get knocked out.
Do you think that Alexander and CALI, let us know when you come back, my brother, because we had shot it out for you, but you were gone. But yeah, man, Dr. Blick, is there any way possible that Alexander could possibly win? Possibly? I mean, obviously it's a possibility, but I'm saying like, what's going on, CALI? You there?
Man, let me say this, because when it comes to this whole Povetkin thing, so like I said, I have Joshua winning this fight. I mean, I don't necessarily know if he's gonna get the knockout, but I think he's gonna win it. I think he's gonna win it fairly comfortably. When it comes to this whole Joshua thing, man, like I said, man, here's the fight. He's coming. They're supposed to come over here to promote this fight here in America. And you know what September 22nd is? Just to let you guys know, if you're a college football fan, guess what game is going to be played the same time as Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua? Texas A&M and Alabama is going to be going up against that. Who do you think? Which sport do you think is going to get more watch time? Anthony Joshua on the zone versus Alexander Povetkin, or Texas A&M versus Alabama? I just want to know what the chat room has to think about that one.
You said what now? You went from Texas, Alabama.
Yes, Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua fight is going to be on the same time as Texas A&M and Alabama versus Alabama.
Wow. Oh wow!
Which fight do you think is going to get more views?
I mean,
Anthony
obviously,
Joshua
in America,
on the zone.
People in America are going to watch the Alabama type deal, man. But you know, my personal opinion is, you know, I really feel like you know, I think that that Alexander Povetkin is a well-known name, and I think that the ratings will be going. I'm not saying here.
Wait, where's the fight going to be at? Around the world, he'll do going to be at? Where's the fight going to be at? Wembley? Like, where's the fight?
That fight would do well globally. That fight ain't going to do shit here, though. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be 100.
Wait. Where's this fight going to be at?
Wembley Stadium.
Wembley. Okay. So let me get this straight, yeah. I'm just curious.
How far is Wembley?
The same place where the Wilder. Remember, Wilder couldn't be. It wasn't available for Wilder, but it's available for Povetkin.
Okay, so let me get this straight, yeah. Like, I am so curious in the split. I am so curious to know how much Alexander Povetkin is getting.
Because quiet about it, because they don't want to stop. They're not going to announce it, Dr. Blick. They're not going to announce that because they don't want Wilder to know.
I know, because like at the end of the day, yeah, like Anthony Joshua can only make more money if they decrease the split that his fighters that his opponents are getting. Because other than the Klitschko fight, he hasn't had a fight that's actually done them numbers. And even the reaction of people watching Klitschko, so many people that are casual boxing fans watched him fight Klitschko. But the problem with this one is, he can't be making more money fighting.
It's probably not making more than Povetkin, Doctor. But you know why? I bet you Povetkin's making more money because this is how one of the ways to keep it from going to purse bid. To make sure that Alexander Povetkin made more money and they put all the belts on the line. I guarantee you, Povetkin's probably making more money.
He probably is. Like I don't disagree with that. Like I'm just saying, like Anthony Joshua can't make a pay rise or pay increase if he's not breaking records, unless he's lowering down the percentage. That's the only way. Because like even David Hayes has said in an interview, he said there's only so much you can do in terms of pay-per-view in the UK because of how much money the pay-per-view is for one, and because of how small the UK is, period. Pay-per-view is like, what's like max, 20 pounds? That's like $40, around about there. So there's only so much.
That would be cheap here. We would scream for a $40 pay-per-view here. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that probably since what? When's the last time we seen a pay-per-view?
And they're saying some of the tickets at Wembley. They're saying some of the tickets at Wembley going to be as low as $20.
Yeah, you won't find no ticket like that for a boxing match here in America. You're not.
A $20 ticket, you guys. Come on, man. That's absurd.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
That's absurd.
But I heard there's laws. There's laws that they can only raise it to a certain extent.
Larissa John. Hey, and another thing, you guys, if you got any questions for us in the chat, let us know at CORYLEEBOXING. DJ Charm Music says, how much dog does Povetkin have in him at Cory Lee Boxing or panel? I'll let you guys answer that first.
He has dog in him. He has dog in him.
Wow. Okay.
He has dog in him. He ain't gonna quit.
It doesn't matter, man, because if it goes to decision, he's lost.
Yep.
You can have as much dog as you want, man.
Oh
he needs a knockout.
But here's the thing. I think AJ's gonna legitimately beat him, though. I do.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Legitimately?
Yeah, I do.
If he doesn't beat him legitimately, rip. Okay, so I'm looking at the pay-per-view prices. The Joseph Parker pay-per-view was £19.95. That was the price of the Joseph Parker pay-per-view.
You said who was?
The price of the Joseph Parker pay-per-view was £19.95.
What? Oh my God!
So it was £19 and 95p pretty much.
That's crazy, dude. Like, we could never get a pay-per-view out here in America for $20. That's crazy. That's how much our
on top of that, Cory.
That's how much hold on. That's how much our subscriptions cost a month for Showtime. Right. I mean, goddamn, dude. Like, that's crazy, dog.
We get robbed in America, bro. We get robbed in America.
Robbed, dog. That's pretty much
you gotta keep in mind, because of that, you can see Dylan White versus Joseph Parker become pay-per-view events because the price is so low. So lower profile fights that shouldn't really be pay-per-view events can become pay-per-view events because of the pricing.
Dillian White versus Joseph Parker. Dillian White versus Joseph Parker will be on Spike TV here in America.
It's a pay-per-view in the UK. Kell Brook versus Errol Spence pay-per-view in the UK. That did good numbers.
Errol Spence. Hey, Errol Spence. Would they put it on pay-per-view in the UK? I'm talking about Errol Spence.
No, he's not pay-per-view in the UK. Errol Spence was only pay-per-view when he fought Kell Brook.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But that's because Kell Brook, before he had them 2 losses, he was a pay-per-view attraction. Him versus Golovkin was pay-per-view.
So let me ask you something. Would Wilder be a pay-per-view star over there right now if he was to go fight anybody?
Nah. But Wilder ain't pay-per-view.
Okay, that's what's up.
Him versus Ortiz was legit free on TV. They show it. Sky Sports show it. They show like all of Wilder's fights.
Right.
But it's not. But it's not pay-per-view though. It's free. It's like free to watch stuff.
Hey, that's the thing to me. To be honest with you, I don't see anything as pay-per-view worthy. Most of these fights, in my opinion, outside of possibly Terrence Crawford, but I really don't want to see it on pay-per-view. I'd rather see it on regular TV. Be honest with you, that's what I'd rather see it on. But my thing is, in the UK, y'all pay for. I don't know why they get y'all to pay for all kinds of stuff on pay-per-view fights like David Haye, Tony Bellew. That is not a pay-per-view fight.
No, the only reason why it's a pay-per-view is because they know people will pay for it because of the name of both of them and the build-up. So they kind of trick people to do that. But like, I didn't pay for that pay-per-view.
Oh shit!
I was hoping that David Haye's leg wouldn't give out on him or he wouldn't get any injuries, but David Haye was still. I don't even think he got any injury. I just think it was just rusty in that second fight. He was over the hill.
Hey, Larissa's got a great point. She said at Cory Boxing, for Dr. Blick. She says, "What does it cost to pay to watch a fight you can't see?" Like, laugh out loud, but serious question. I guess she's saying like the nosebleed section in the fucking Wembley for $20, because you know your $20 ticket, you ain't gonna be front row, CALI and Dr. Blick.
You gotta watch the jumbotron.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
That's why I said people like Errol Spence could fight in Cowboy Stadium. I'm like, why? It's terrible seats.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying.
The only reason why anyone will go and watch a fight like that, it's literally just for the atmosphere. that's
Hey, Damon Hennick says, I still think he got some dog left in him, but I still believe Anthony Joshua is going to beat him, especially if they had the same ref they had at the Joseph Parker fight.
Oh, I don't think that Povetkin's team would allow that kind of a referee. To be honest with you, I don't think so. Povetkin's team got enough money where I guarantee they got a lot of stuff in the deal. No way they're gonna have. I think they'll have an experienced ref. I'll be absolutely shocked if they have some inexperienced ref for this fight. I don't see that. I don't see that whatsoever, man.
Lewis Coleman says, fire ass channel, Corey Lee. Thank you, Lewis Coleman. He says, when is your phone call in line going to be up? Make sure you have CALI ENGMA on. I'll call in ASAP.
Hey, tell if you want to get dog walk. Hey, tell Lewis Coleman if you want to get dog walk, tell him bring it on.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith Thurman. Because I know his has been attached to Keith Thurman's ass for a long time. It needs to be surgically removed. They've been there for so long.
Hey, the call-in feature hopefully will be working Thursday, you guys, on our show Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, live here at Corey Lee's Boxing, man. And the call-in feature should be working in, man. So what do you got to say to Lewis Coleman?
Lewis Coleman,
he's saying he's gonna make sure you on.
That's the first Mrs. Keith Thurman right there, Lewis Coleman.
Wow, what happened? What did he? This dude, CALI, yo. Oh, Lewis Coleman says the energy in the place with 80,000 is crazy, but up there will give you vertigo.
okay, no, but it's crazy. Also, it's crazy, bro. The atmosphere of me putting the volume up on my TV. Because I'm gonna be.
I know, man. That's another thing, you guys. Why do you want to be the 100,000 person in the fucking stands, dog, and pay $19.95 for a ticket for a fucking? You know, I mean, I can understand you going with friends, but neither one of you gonna see the fight. You know what I mean? You can't even hear the punch. You ain't even gonna be able to see the punch.
All they can say is that they were there when the fight happened, even though they're right at the back, bro. Right at the back, right in the corner, bro. Looking at the same screen that I'm looking at from my house.
You're gonna waste money just to say, I was there. Did you see the fight? No, I didn't see it, but I was there. The atmosphere was fantastic.
I was there, man.
You saw the fight more than I did from home.
Oh my god. Now I can see I could possibly see if you were there for the Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I mean? You'd be like there with your friends and shit like that. But still, you know, just to say you were there, because that's going to be a monumental fight. I mean, obviously, and if it happens in the UK, you know, you're going to want to say that you were there. But me personally, man, I'd rather just have a fight party, man, and just watch it there or something.
Bro. I actually want to see the fight, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Something I don't get the chance to see. I want to be able to actually see the fight. Why want to go to the fight and then got to go home and actually watch the fight? Well, man, that's for what? What did you get out of that? I don't understand. I was there. The crowd was going nuts. I was under here the knockdown because the crowd started screaming. Yeah. What the hell, man? It's like this. It's like, I never saw what happened in the ring. I mean, I had to call home and ask what was happening.
Yeah, man, definitely, man, for sure, man. I think it'll be a good fight, though, you guys. I truly do, man. I think that I think you guys are gonna get your guys' money worth. $20. I mean, $20. You spent $20 on worse of shit than Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua fight. So you guys in the UK, I think it'll be worth $20. What do you guys think?
Nah, it ain't worth $20, but still, it's better than I
wouldn't pay $20 to watch that shit. But I'm saying, I know the UK fans out there gonna pay $20. I mean, are you gonna pay for it?
It's better than Pretty Ricky Bellew. I mean, you know what I mean? Pretty Ricky. It's better than David Hayes versus Pretty Ricky Tony Bellew. So
yeah, I'm finding the link. I'm finding the link. What do you mean?
You find?
Yeah, get a link. There ain't no reason to to that. No, because it's ridiculous, man. Someone needs you guys. I don't know why there's more cats in the UK. But like, man, put this on Sky Sports or something, man. Instead of just putting this on.
I'm just saying. I'm finding a link, man. So I'm gonna be paying the press to search for that link. That's how much I'm paying.
Damn, man. So you gonna watch it on the link, dude? Damn. All right, I guess. You know, that's what's up. But yeah, man. Last but not least, you guys. Usyk versus Gassiev. This is the week, you guys. This is the week that this fight goes down. What are you guys' thoughts? I'll talk to CALI first. Then I'll go to Dr. Blick. CALI Enigma, Usyk, Alexander Usyk, my number one pound for pound fighter of the year is Alexander Usyk, man. And he's fighting another undefeated cruiserweight with 2 belts on the line, 4 belts on the line total for the first and ever World Boxing Super Series finale. And the Ali Trophy, along with the 4 belts, will be on deck, you guys. So, CALI Enigma, break it down. Who do you got? How are you feeling about the fight? And, let us know, man.
Oh, man, I have Alexander Usyk winning by unanimous decision. The only way I see.
But that's some real shit though. You're not siding with me. You're being real about your opinion.
Yeah, the only way I see Gassiev winning is by stoppage. But Gassiev, I'm gonna say this though. Gassiev showed some ability to fight off the back foot, even in the Dortigos fight. So he's shown some ability to fight off the back foot and to use some boxing skill set. He's still learning. Because I don't know about Gassiev started late in the sport, so Gassiev has some skill, man. He's actually a promising young fighter, and I think he's going to be really, really good. But I think that the skill and the experience level, that's one of the reasons why I see Usyk winning this fight, just outpointing him. I don't think Usyk has enough power to stop Gassiev. I think that Gassiev has shown a solid chin, and I think that I just see the skill set of Usyk, who has some similarities to Vasily Lomachenko and his ability to pivot at times. I think that he's a volume puncher. I think he's going to outpoint Gassiev through just work, man. I think he's going to outwork him, man. And I think that I think Gassiev's going to have some trouble, not all the time, but I don't think he's going to land too many big shots. And I think that Gassiev is a lot better fighter than what people give him credit for. There's still people who are picking Gassiev. There's people who think that Gassiev is too green for Usyk. I think just a little bit too green for Usyk, and I think that's going to be the major difference in the fight, in my opinion. The experience level between the two. I think if Gassiev had a little bit more experience, I'd give him a better chance. I just think he's going to get outpointed due to the experience gap. And there is a big experience gap. I don't know if anybody knows this. If you don't know either of the two fighters, the experience gap between the two is kind of really vast.
Yeah, man, and so what do you think about it? Oh, go ahead, CALI.
The footwork, man, the footwork of Usyk, man, is
wow.
Yeah, man, for real, man. If you just look at the footwork difference between the two guys.
Wow.
Gassiev is not bad, but Usyk is kind of next level between the two of those guys. It's a major gap, man. Just look at the skill set between the two. The power gap is kind of wide too. Gassiev is a big time puncher, man. So Usyk has to be careful. He can't afford to make any mistakes. I don't think he will. I think he's coming in trained. I think he's coming in ready. I think he's watched a lot of tape from the Dorticos Gassiev fight, and I think he's going to make sure he's going to avoid a lot of those big shots. That for whatever reason, Dortico stood right there and traded with him the whole time, man. It just over the course of the fight, it took a toll, man. It took a toll. So I don't think Usyk's gonna be there in the pocket the whole time. I think he's gonna throw his combinations and get in and get out. That's why I see Usyk going to that fight. I think he's gonna come to work. He's gonna jump in and jump out, but he can't come in at the same angle on a regular basis, man. Learn from your countryman Vasily Lomachenko, like he did against Linares, coming in. Matter of fact, he kept coming in through the front door. Remember, Lomachenko kept coming in through the front door and eventually got caught with the right hand. He can't do that. He can't do that against Gassiev because that can be fatal. So as long as he continues to utilize angles, no, for real, this would be fatal, man.
Oh,
Gassiev has that kind of power.
Oh shit, fatal. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, so he needs to make sure he continues to utilize angles. And you know what I mean? But various punches. Don't throw the same combinations over and over again to allow Gassiev to time you. Because Gassiev will try to time him and will try to finish him and try to get him out of there, man. Because if Gassiev hurts Usyk, he's gonna try to get him out of there. He's a killer, man.
Wow, man. So one wrong move, CALI ENGMA, and it's a wrap for Usyk if he makes one wrong move.
Yeah, he can't afford to make those kind of mistakes, man. Gassiev is not going to play. Gassiev is going to try to hurt him. He's going to try to. I don't know. I hope that Gassiev don't come in with the mentality that's because he's going to outbox Usyk. That's a mistake. He'll fall behind quickly, and I'm talking about middle rounds. He's still trying to outbox him. He's going to be down 6 rounds to nothing. So his mindset, he's going to have to come in my opinion, and try to make this thing ugly because he's not going to outbox. He's not going to outbox Alexander Usyk. He's not going to. So to me, he has to try to make this thing ugly, get him in the corner, try to wear him down. To me, he should need to go to the body. Gassiev needs to go to the body early and often to try to make it where Usyk will be right there in front of him. Usyk, if he can, especially against someone like this, has shown the ability to get out of range. So, one thing I do know, like I said, I do know that Usyk. Now he does get hit a little bit more, too much for my liking, but I think he'll be better. I've seen him be better, so I know he could be better. I think he would definitely be a little bit more cautious, especially against a guy like this. And I think he'll be looking to smother the power punches from Gassiev, and that's the best thing that he can do, man. Because both these guys are pretty good from mid range, man.
High technical match, man. Very, very high technical. And this is a match that me personally, I've been waiting for all year, man. I knew this was going to be the finale. I was very reluctant. I didn't know exactly after that Breeders' fight when they were, announcing, the scorecards. I didn't know if he was going to get that decision, man. I didn't know, man, because it was that close of a fight. I knew I had it scored 7-5 for Usyk, but it was a tough fight. It was a very tough fight, man.
There was a couple of those rounds that you could have been there. It could have been a draw.
Some of those rounds were swing rounds. You didn't know. But Dr. Blick, let it rip, my brother. Let the fans know out there, man, who you got and why you got him.
Usyk is gonna outbox the living.
Wow, another Usyk. Okay. We got so we do have good boxing knowledge on my panel.
Okay, no, it's movement, positioning, and just ring IQ is gonna be Gassiev's downfall. Even though he has the power, I feel like if there's an opportunity or opening, I feel like he's gonna go for the kill because there's gonna be a point in the fight where he's gonna have to go for broke. I feel like it's gonna be a very, very tough fight for him. Especially if Usyk is fighting cautious. If he's fighting cautious, then he's gonna be a cruise for the most part, in my eyes. The experience, the ring IQ, all of that is gonna come all together in this fight, in my opinion. But I can't count out Gassiev. That power and that killer instinct is something that could be there to come at his aid anytime. Could have that Deontay Wilder effect, being outboxed, and all it takes is that one chance. That's all it takes, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. What's going on, Daddy Matt? What's up, my brother? But yeah, man. So who you got, man? Is it you don't think you think it's gonna be a 12-round unanimous decision?
Yep, 12-round unanimous decision.
No knockdowns,
Nah, there could be okay. If there's knockdowns yet. I feel like
this fight. Hold on. This is a twister too, you guys. I gotta ask you and CALI ENGMA this too, man. This fight is going down in Moscow, Russia. Will that play a part, man? The fans, the judges, the crowd will all be for Gassiev, you guys. All of that.
It won't need to. It's gonna be too obvious if it goes to decision.
Okay. Because you guys, Gassiev was getting outboxed by Dorticos when they fought. But Dorticos got knocked out by Gassiev.
Yeah, he did.
And that could easily happen to Usyk.
Dorticos, whatever reason, like I said, started to stay right there in front of him, man. You can't stand in front of the guy. That's why he got knocked out.
Yeah,
he had no lateral movement, man. Let me just sit here and get hit. Let me sit here and take a lot of shots right in the face.
Crazy.
I don't understand what his game plan was. I thought it was fucking stupid. I knew it was a matter of time. If you go back and watch that fight, he's taking too many big shots, man.
Damn.
It was a matter of time. before he got stopped. You can't do that, man. It's the kind of guy you can't stand in front of Gassiev like that, man. The dude gonna eventually get you out of there. You can't. That's what I'm saying. I know that Usyk is smart enough not to do that. Usyk will not be there the way that Dorticos was.
Damn, man. So, wow, man. So, hey, look, man, I got to go, man. Let everybody, hey, listen, man, this has been another great show, man. I mean, I really appreciate you two brothers coming on. I appreciate CALI ENGMA so much for coming on. And I definitely appreciate Dr. Blick for coming on, being late out there in the UK, man. We really appreciate your UK correspondent outlook on the UK, knowledge you have out there as well. Dr. Blick, let everybody know where they can follow you at, my brother. And yeah, man, thank you.
So thank you for having me. Follow me at Golden Gloves Boxing, and yeah, I'll be making my video on Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Povetkin after this, and giving my overall thoughts about the bout being officially announced. So if you guys get the chance to come down, yeah, check the video out, because I'll be recording it and then posting it straight after this live stream. And yeah.
Wow, thank you, man.
First live stream, Dr. Blake. When is your first live stream? That's what we're waiting for. Wait for your live stream, bro.
Hopefully you can do one this week, Dr. Blick.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Yeah, man. We can push you to do one, man. We'll push you to do one this week, man. Me and CALI will jump on it with you, man.
Okay, I'll be down. I'll be down. Probably Friday, though. If you guys,
yeah.
Friday. Available all Fridays. You can do it.
Friday. All right, man. Friday sounds good, man. CALI ENGMA, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me at the CALI ENGMA Boxing and Sports Network. On there, I discuss more than just boxing. I discuss basketball as well, and I'll discuss about some other topics as well, as I did the G-Fuck documentary. Like 3, 4, 5 days ago, something like that. So I discuss a variety of topics on there, but yeah, even basketball, the NBA, summer league, and things of that nature too. So I get into that. But the kings of the NBA, the Dub Nation, baby, all day. but what we gonna talk about, man?
Dub Nation.
You should
Rocket Nation. Rocket Nation.
Nah, you guys got to deal with LeBron right now, man. You know what I mean? Now you guys should be able to stop out LeBron, the Lakers, the way in the current form, unless they get Kawhi. But on the meanwhile, like I say, yeah, you can find me at the boxing. You have to find me at the CALI ENGMA Boxing and Sports Network, the CALI ENGMA 2, and the CALI ENGMA on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm active on both. So is Cory Lee.
Yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram at CORYLEEBOXING, you guys. I want to thank everybody on the panel as well. I'm gonna start trying to name out some of the people that are on the end of the streams. You know what I'm saying? At the end of our show, I'm gonna start naming out some of you. I'm gonna give you guys in the chat a special shout out, something new I'm gonna do. So here it goes, man, in no official order. In the corner boxing, Daddy P, shout out. NBT Boxing, DJ Yo, Larissa Dana, Lewis Coleman, Harden, Quincy, Daniel Johnson, Snowball, and that wraps it up, you guys, that I can see. So thank you for staying on, you guys. It's all love, you guys. We will be going live again tomorrow, and throughout the week, I'll be doing a live every single day this week, you guys. So watch out for the live streams, you guys. And
thank you for watching. Lewis Coleman, man. Yeah, I just had to take a peep in there. I knew you was talking some shit, bro.
It's all love.
Will you please, man? Please, you and your infatuation with Keith Thurman, let it stop, man. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna take it no further than that. You need to slow it down, sis, brother.
All right, we got you.
There are people that think that he can lose to Earl Spence Jr. Now, Keith Thurman can very possibly beat Earl Spence Jr., but he needs to actually fight, brother. He needs to actually fight. We gotta
see him come back. And you know what, Lewis Coleman, I commend you, because a lot of fans give up on fighters because they take long stretches of inactivity. We personally don't know what's going on. Like CALI said, there's been rumors he's been hurt. There's been rumors that he's actually had a more severe injury than we all thought, you know, after surgery. You know what I mean? So we don't know. You know what I mean? So, you know, with us fans not knowing, we go reaching. You know what I mean? And Lewis Coleman, hey, you stuck it out with your guys, man. And, you know, like I said, man, I want to see Keith Thurman back just as bad as you. Me and Callie want to see him back as well, man. But thank you for watching, you guys. This is Cory Lee's Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. Love, man.